What? Ah, Chad! How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? How we doing? How we doing? What's going on? What's going on? So I had to do my Sudoku puzzle. Yeah. I was kidding. I don't know how to play Sudoku. Oh yeah, dude, that's a lie. Hold on. Wait a minute. No, I do. Wait. No, I do. It's Minesweeper I don't know how to play. Actually, no, that's a lie too, because I learned the other day. I actually learned 2 days ago. No, wait. Saturday. I learned Saturday. Thanks for that learn, Kayla. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Chelsea? What the heck? What? Why am I little? Why am I little? Why am I little? Why am I small? There we go. Perfect. What's up, guys? Chelsea, let's go. 50 stream streak. Are you serious? Oh my god. That's crazy. I remember when I used to call you 666. It's crazy. It's crazy. What else? Izzy also had a stream streak. Did you? 35 stream streak. Let's go. Let's go. I remember when I used to call you Izzy. I don't think I ever called you anything else, actually. What's going on, guys? Anna, Dino, Caitlin, Nia Mix. Thanks for the alert, by the way. Mayari, Anna. Anna was rushing me. Maybe come over there. Cassian. Wait, that's me. Hold on. Wait a minute. Kayla, hi. Make sure I get everybody here. Okay. Debbie, how's it going? How's it going? Hello. Okay, I think that's good. I think it's enough. I think it's everybody. What's up, guys? What's going on? What's going on? How's it going? How's it going? Oof. Man, I have had time to recover from last stream. Let me tell you, that was crazy. I still can't get over it, honestly. I think all of you were there. Can't get over it. That was insanity. That was insanity. Let me make sure the volume is good on this. Increase it a little bit. That was insane. That was insane. Cannot wait to use that money. It's gonna take a few months because obviously it takes time for things to happen, and I don't have access to any of it yet. It'll be a couple months before you see the rewards from it, but they're coming. They're coming. Melody. What's up? How you going? I forgot how to talk for a second. Mitsushi. Shu. Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi. How's it going? How you doing? How's it going? I'm doing good. Just doing music stuff. Nice. Sick. Sorry, Cass can't speak. He has issues. Yeah. Listen, they're my issues, okay? Okay? Leave my issues alone. The follow notification didn't work. What? What does that mean? What does that mean? Huh? What follow notification? What are you talking about? Good enough. Sweet. Mitsui. Whatever you say that. Sorry, pronunciation, not my thing. It just followed and didn't notify me? Really? I don't even see it. Really? I don't see that. I like it. How's it going? Huh. Wait, really? Hold on, let me look. Oh, it did. What the heck? What's going on? That's a Twitch thing. I don't know. That's a Twitch thing. Can't help that. But thank you, Mitsui. I appreciate it. Mitsubishi, I appreciate you. Rose, thank you for the 15 stream streak. I appreciate. Wait, that's crazy. That's awesome. Sick. Wow, a lot of you guys have streaks. That is crazy. I didn't know that. Okay, hold on. I got this. Mitsui. Mitsui? We'll go with that. Thank you, Mitsui. I appreciate the follow. It's super duper cool. Arrow. Sup. Ceviche and stream is the wave? You got ceviche? Viche? Subaru? Where did I see that? Oh, oh, Melody, oh, that's nice of you. Thank you for gifting the sub. It's super nice. Babe, Dino, what? Thank you for gifting a sub. What the hell is going on right now? Wait a minute, hold on. Well, thank you guys. Oh, Demise, the moist guy, I'm the moist person. Oh, Mr. Moist got a gift sub. Sick. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Oh, and Mello, thank you for the follow. And Rinjitsu, I'm a big fan of you and your swords. It's super duper cool. It's super duper cool, actually. It's super cool. I. Just waddle and wave, waddle and wave, boys. Just waddle and wave. Just waddle and wave, boys. You know, first time on Twitch. Ooh, nice. Welcome to Twitch. Welcome to Twitch. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Melody. Finally, I can try it out. Okay. Get ready, guys. Get ready. Get ready. Okay. I'm gonna have to change this. Okay, before there was a 15-minute timer. I'm gonna have to take it down to like. I'm a femboy. No, I'm not. Anna, stop. I'm gonna take it down to a little bit more. We'll see. Like 10 minutes, maybe. We'll see how you guys like it. Whee! Yay! Wait a minute. Yay! Oh, hold on. Whee! Okay. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. Oh. Okay. That's a problem. Okay, the bonks don't work on this model, so don't redeem those. Okay, I gotta figure that out. Actually, I gotta figure that out. Arrow. Whoops. That might be an issue. It's okay. A little cash stream. Yeah, Izzy, 10 minutes, please. 10 minutes, please, ma'am. Thank you. I think it said 5. We'll see. 5 or 10 minutes. We'll see. Thank you, Izzy. Appreciate it. Aaron, thank you for that 15 stream streak. Heck, it's nice. Heck yeah. Oh. Morts, what the heck? 40! Whee! Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's try this. This is okay. Maybe it's better. Yeah, I think it's better. Okay, perfect. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Let's go. My day has been great, Caitlin. Thank you for asking. Appreciate it. Arrow with 15 stream streaks. You guys have a lot of stream streaks. Holy moly. That's crazy. Well, I appreciate that, guys, a lot. Get back to your chemicals, me, alright? It's okay. Get back to your thing. Chemicals. Go make some soap or something. Using your stream as a BG music. Background music. As a Jokiki. Oh, heck yeah, then. Hell yeah. Also, welcome. Do you know I broke 6 teeth today and can't feel half my jaw? Cool, right? You should probably get that looked at. I'm sorry to hear that, Buster. That sounds like ass. Actually, that sounds terrible. You should probably go to dentist. Yeah, I recommend maybe dentist. Go dentist. Yeah. That's a good idea. That actually sounds terrible. That's gonna give me nightmares. I protect my fingers and my teeth are 2 things I'm very protective of. Back in high school, I played football, right? And I couldn't possibly hurt little cats. You're safe from concussions? Perfect, because they're not gonna show up. That I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna have to figure that out. To be honest. I am not gonna lie, I didn't even think about that. The redeems for the bonk and the head pats and the bits aren't gonna work when I have this when Lil Cass is up. So we'll have to actually, you know what? Hold on. You guys are gonna go a little schizophrenic for a second. Sorry. Oh wait, okay, that works. Never mind. Okay, that does work. Okay, good. Well, that's one less problem I have. This is perfect. Wait. Excellent. Nice. Great. Okay, cool. It's like 3 a.m. I have school tomorrow, but it's okay. Oh. Well, you're cocked. Nah, you got that. You got that. You just sleep. Just sleep through your classes. She'll be fine. She'll. No problem. No problem there. This is your low cast. You're safe from concussions. Heck yeah. Wait. Nice. Lil Cass is stuck in light mode too, by the way. You better be nice to him. Otherwise, I get sad. Lil Cass is cuter. Kind of mean. I'm just kind of mean. It's just cute to be scary in light mode. Oh, nice. Oh, good. I'm glad. I slipped in my class this senior year because it was online due to COVID. Yeah. Yep. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. Thankfully, I was out of high school when COVID hit. What's your hottest take? My hottest take, probably me. I'm pretty hot. Yeah, I gotta say me. Yeah. Either that or the sun. I would say me, personally. No. What? You talking about? Oh, fair enough. Wait, see? Let's go. You see? Team Lil Cass. Okay. Alright. Alright, Buster. Listen. He's okay, but I'm, I'm better, right? Okay, good night, Mort. Have a good time. See you later. See you later. No. What do you mean no? What you mean no? Nen? Huh? What you mean by that? What do you mean by that? It's okay. I love Finboy Cass. What the hell? Okay, close your ears. I'm a Finboy. No, I'm not. No, he's not. Wait, no, he's not. Yeah. Look, see, Lil Cass defending Big Cass. You're wrong. Can I make him bounce? Bounce. No, not that one. Whoa, what the heck? What the heck? What's happening to me? Oh, let me not touch that. Oh my. Oh, I'm wiggling. What? I'm wiggling. One second. I can do this. Look, I'm bouncing. Wait, I'm bouncing. I prefer fish yuck, Kaz. You can't see it, but I'm frowning right now. What else we got? Wait, where's the jumpy thing? Oh, there we go. Oh, perfect. Nice. I can jump. I can bounce. Okay. Let's not do that. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Sweet. Okay. What my stuff? Oh, gotcha. Thank you. I mean, no, as in no. That's right. And then no means no. That's right. Good thinking. No means no. I miss Sparky. I'm sure she's around. You can set this up with an automated timer, by the way. Oh. I should do that. Where's my journal at? Where's my journal? Got it. Don't worry. My journal is like filling up. I'm not gonna lie. Auto timer. Number 4. Lil Cass. Sweet. I got trying to write out a whole 4. It'd be crazy. I'll show you. Okay, perfect. He loses every, even his mind. What are you talking about? I've never lost my mind for my life. Yeah, Izzy's the automatic timer. Right. She's good at it too. She's good at it. Oh, right. So, anyways, I want to talk about. Actually, I'll get to that in a second. Whenever I come back. What was I doing before? One second. Hold on. I'm thinking. Where's my thinker? There. I think it was. Oh yeah, one of you said Sudoku stream. That low key could be fun. Actually, I might do that later. Actually, low key, I think it might be a good idea. Hold on, let me Oh, I forgot. I gotta go. I gotta do it. The TikTok thing. Okay, let me do that. Let me do that right now. It's right here, like this. I wonder if they'll let me do this. Let's see. Let's see if they let me do this. That actually might not be a good idea if I do that. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm sure it'll be fine. Should be fine. Sudoku mentioned Jackbox stream. Yes, I want to do Jackbox really bad. However, I cannot stream to TikTok and play a game at the same time for some reason. Because it's stupid. But I will eventually. Or you just scammed Anna. Oh yeah, Arrow. Can you refund Anna's thingy, please? Yeah, that, or I could just do it myself. Okay, you got it. Thank you. Oh my god, I squirted on myself. I was drinking it, like hit me in the head. What did I just join into? Oh, hey Michaela, what's up? What's up? How's it going? What? Don't worry about it. What's up, Cozy? How's it going? Oh my god, am I getting sick again? That would be bad. I hope not. That would not be good. That would be super duper bad, actually. King, you what? Oh, hey, Bang, what's going on? Don't worry about it. Nothing. Not a thing. Not a thing. Nothing. Don't you worry, King. Don't you worry, King. Maybe I might need to. I might take it down to 5 minutes. I might have to adjust the. Might have to adjust the price for that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. A bag. Whee! Nice. Okay. Nice. The hero is back. The hero is back. Let me. Oh, I'm kind of big. Wait a minute. There we go. Sweet. Okay. Nice. Okay. We're so back. Anyways, like I was saying, hey Pepsi, how's it going? How's it going? Like I was saying, I wanted to talk about some of my past adventures because they're super fun. Like, I wanted to relive the past a little bit. I want to relive the past a little bit. Yeah. No, Tasha. No, Tasha. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. Hold on, let me. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. So I wanted to kind of like talk about like my past like adventures. Oh, Pepsi! Thanks for the 10 stream streak. Oh my gosh, a lot of you guys have. A lot of you guys have that. Thank you, Anna. That's nice. Wow. So many of you have stream streaks. That's crazy. I never actually noticed. I mean, I noticed, but that's wow. Sheesh. Appreciate it, guys. That's awesome. That's awesome. I have great news, by the way. I've got great news. So I'm gonna have more time on my hands. So for those of you that don't know, I'm in college. I'm a senior in college. And I just finished. I'm taking 3 classes this semester. 2 are asynchronous online, which means I don't meet for them, and I basically just get the assignments and I do them in a tournament. That's it. And then I have 1 in-person class, which I do have. I do have to meet for at like in the afternoon. I just finished today one of the online classes, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about it. What's up, Halo? Appreciate the follow. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. That's that self promo. No, they're not. Okay, no, I don't think they're a streamer. What's up, Cyber? Yeah, I don't think so either. Hey, Cyber. Hello, passengers in Cyberstream. What's going on? You probably should. I'm no expert. I'm not a pilot. But you might want to fly the plane instead of watch Twitch. I don't know if that's a. I don't know how it works. But I think it's on auto. Don't worry. Okay, good. Just checking. Just make sure. Well, in that case, it's fine. It's like a Tesla. Yeah. Well, in that case, it's fine. Yeah, you got that. Don't you worry. Yeah, you got it. Perfect. Thank you, Cyber. Appreciate that. Thanks for the follow. Also, Halo. I don't know if I said that or not, but thank you for the follow. Let's go. Hey, sweet. Oh wait, that's right. Forgot. TikTok can hear like everything. The echo's really bad. I gotta fix that. Oh, thank you, girl. Appreciate that. Anyways, I'm gonna have to share some ceviche with you, Cash. You're missing out. I don't want it. I don't like raw food. Thank you though. Thank you, Buster. I don't want the parasites. I don't want your parasites. I appreciate it though. Appreciate it. Thanks for the offer. Ow. What's wrong with you? Why? Okay, thank you. What was I talking about? Anybody remember what I was talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. I wasn't asking. Don't make me come over there. I'll come and get you. Oh no, you don't have a choice. Apparently not, then. Apparently not. Maybe not. Apparently not. Oh, about my class. That's right. Yes. So I finished my final project today for one of them, which means I only have to do 2 classes now, and one of them has barely anything I have to do for it, which is sick. It's sick. I'm so happy. It's super duper cool. Something about parasites. Oh no, before that. Yeah. So I have more time on my hands. Thank God. Because that class actually, there was a lot I had to do for that class. A lot, and that's gonna be a lot off my plate. What? Ah! What the hell is wrong with you? Ow! A wolf! Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. That's so nice. Oh my God, we're almost at 800 followers. We are 6 away. Yes! Hooray! Let's go! That's huge. I graduated in 8 months. Nice! Congratulations. Hey, Dino, what's going on? Yeah, so I'm super excited for that. I'm super excited. I have more time on my hands for stream stuff, which is sick. It's sick. Very happy about that. But like I was saying before, I want to talk about some of my adventures in the past. For those of you that don't know, I've been pretty much all over Europe. I've been to Hawaii. I've been to the Caribbean. I've been to a few places in America. Ironically enough, I've been to more places in Europe than I have in America, which is where I live. which is interesting. I don't know why that's the case, but he becomes famous. He's gonna forget about us. What are you talking about, Anna? Simply trying to log in my old TikTok account so I can follow Kaz. Oh my god, thank you. That's so nice. What the heck? What's up? What's going on? What's going on? I'm not rich enough for that. I was very fortunate. I was very fortunate. I'm very thankful for that. Actually, I've always wanted to go to Europe. My friend brags about the food there. The food is so good. The food is so good. It's so good. Depending on where you go. Ireland, the UK in general, it was interesting. The food was interesting. I remember landing my first trip to Europe. My first trip to Europe was to Ireland. That was the first place I went to out of the country. Was Ireland. And I still remember to this day exactly what it was like landing in Ireland. So when I landed in Ireland, I'm not even joking. I swear I'm not joking when I say this. When they opened the doors of the plane, first of all, there was no terminal. We were just on the runway, and we just got off on the runway. The first thing I noticed, it smells like, and don't get me wrong, this doesn't like mirror what Ireland was like. My experience was great. But the first thing I noticed was it smelled like potatoes and sheep poop. I'm not joking. I am not joking. It smelled like potatoes and like sheep manure. I promise. I swear. It was crazy. It was I'm not joking. Hold on. No, I'm not joking, Luna. Like I'm legitimately not joking. Like that's exactly what it smelled like. I will wait until the ads are over. It smelled like sheep and potatoes. At least that's what I imagine it would like smell like. It wasn't technically a bad smell. It was just potent. That's all. But I loved Ireland. I really did. It was gorgeous. Oh my god, the landscapes, the greenery is so nice. It's so nice. Very few trees though. Very few trees. Very few trees. Breatheful boy. I'm a fox. I think. I don't even know at this point. Oh well, thank you. I'm getting sushi. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. I have 3 seconds of ads left. Rip. Sheesh. Are the ads over yet? May I ask why you're sniffing sheep? I wasn't sniffing the sheep. The sheep were in the air. That's all. Anyways, like I was saying, when I got off the plane, it smelled like sheep manure and potatoes. But I loved it. Your mom's heading to Ireland for 2 days to see some friends. Nice. In the air, yeah. I hate fish, especially. I don't like fish either. I prefer crab sushi. Flying sheep. Ugh. Melody. So basically, Melody, I was saying I got off the plane. The first thing I smelled in Ireland was sheep and potatoes. But there is no sheep next to the airport. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, Cozy. But that's what I smelled. I'm just telling you what I smelled. It was in the air. Anyways. I get off the plane. And like I said, we're just on a runway. It's just the runway. So we ended up getting on a bus and traveling to the hotel we were staying at. I say hotel very, very generously. Very generously. It was more like I thought I was gonna get murdered. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna get murdered. It was I thought I was living. It was like I was living in the 1700s. Like it looked old, and it was old. I mean, it probably was a couple hundred years old. I'm not gonna lie. But it was nice. It was pretty cool. And we had like I ate potato soup there and like shepherd's pie. It was great. Which you stayed at? I have no idea, Cozy. Honestly, I have no idea. but while we didn't do much in Ireland, I do remember. Was it this? Was it there? I don't know. It was mostly just like looking at the landscape. It's very beautiful. I will say Ireland is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. A lot of animals, and a lot of pretty nice people. The land, no trees, hardly. I think I maybe saw 10 trees while I was there. Very few trees, but the grass is so green. It's so green. It's gorgeous. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. I want to travel, but I seriously, if you can save up, definitely do that. What is Cassian's TikTok name? Cassian VT, Michaela. Yep. That's right. That's right. That's right. It's Tequila Tuesday. Yeah. Anyways, I also, once we were done with Ireland, before that. So there's something called the Blarney Stone, right? We explored it. The highlight of Ireland was exploring the castles there. That was super cool. That was kind of the highlight of my entire UK trip. And for context, I was 15 or 16 at this time. I think I was boo, by the way. I think I was 16. I think. No, I was 15. Yeah, it was freshman year of high school. I was 15. I missed the choke redeem. I don't. I get too much backlash over that. But just call me Dev. Okay, gotcha. We'll do it. I zoomed in. There's something called the Blarney Stone in one of these castles, and you're supposed to. So you basically kiss it. It doesn't get cleaned. But it's supposed to give you good luck. And basically what you do is, it's at the top of this castle, and it's like hanging over. It's like on the outside of the castle on the front. So you have to literally lay on your back. You have to lay on your back, bend your back backwards, and basically just like hang your head over like a 30-foot drop while someone holds on to you. There's like iron bars beneath you still, but anyways, you're supposed to kiss this herpes infested rock probably, and it's supposed to give you good luck. Not gonna lie, I've had pretty good luck since I kissed that rock. I'm not gonna lie, so I think maybe it worked. And I think I dodged the herpes, which is great. But yeah, it was a little sketch. Not the most hygienic thing I've ever done in my life. But yeah, I mean, hey, experience. Well, when in Ireland, kiss a herpes infested rock. It's perfect. But anyways, that was basically the highlight of Ireland. After Ireland, I skedaddled over to Scotland. A lot more castles in Scotland. That was primarily the thing we did in Scotland. I will say the stereotypes are pretty accurate when it comes to those places. A lot of potatoes. Ate a lot of potatoes. In fact, that was every single meal I had, I think, consists of potatoes. Yeah. But yeah, you don't do heights, Melody. I don't either, unless there's like a safeguard. Like if there's a rail or like glass or like stuff like that, then it's fine. But if I'm like on a rock face, just alone, like with my hands, no, no, thank you, no, thank you. No, that sounds terrible. But oh, my luck goes to luck-based games. Gotcha, player. I gotcha. There's loads in Scotland, that's for sure. As a Scottish person, there's loads, but the Highlands are stunning. I didn't get to go to the Highlands, Caitlin. I did not get to go to the Highlands. I don't think. I was very disappointed about that, actually. I was very disappointed about that. But on this trip, I went to Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and England. Most of the time was spent in England. So we really kind of just drove through Scotland and Wales, pretty much. But we did get out and like explore the area some, which is cool. I liked it. I think it was cool. It was a lovely trip. It was great. Hold on, I have to sneeze real quick. Perfect. Okay, Melody. Eat some potatoes for me. See you later. Any drawing going on today, as you promised? When did I promise that? Oh, Clutch Master! Whee! Oh, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. It's super nice. Yeah, thank you so much. That wasn't C's? Yeah, I promise. Trust me. Where in Scotland did you go? I don't remember the names. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember the names. I could not tell you. Could not tell you. I could not tell you. I could not tell you. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember. I can't tell you. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. But it was super cool. You should take me to Paris. I've been to Paris. We'll get to that. We'll get to that trip in a minute. I have something to tell you. What does it end? What happened? What is it? I remember when his sneezes confused me too. That was back in the day, Izzy. That was a good one. I'm not a fanboy. Also, TikTok cannot hear these redeems, by the way, so they're very confused, I'm sure. Anyways. Oh, Dev, I muted him. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, Buster. I have furry femboy. I'm not a furry or a femboy. I'm like, what do they call it? A Bakugan, I think, or something like that. Yeah. I'm like, what they say? It's Anna something, anorexic or something like that. I don't know. Okay, fuzzy femboy. I'm not a fuzzy femboy either. The hell's wrong with you guys? What the hell is wrong with you? What the hell's wrong with you? Oh, what's up, Sienna? How you doing? How you doing? How's it going? Anyways, okay. Right. So we basically just drove through Scotland and Wales. But saw some really cool stuff. We did. I get the weird comments. Yeah, it's about what it's about. But England spent most of the trip in England. We went to London, and that's all I remember. I'm gonna be honest. I only remember London. It was cool. The people were not the nicest, if I remember correctly. They weren't big on tourists. That was kind of the theme of most of the places we went in Europe. Tourists aren't really too well received there, for the most part. Purple app, yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Ma'am. I don't know what you are. That's right. Purple app. Sure. Gotcha, sir. Yeah. So, cat femboy. Oh my god, I'm not a cat or a femboy. I can't with you people. I can't do it. Yeah, the food wasn't the best on this trip. I will say, out of all my trips, the food was probably, not saying it was bad, but it was the worst out of all the countries I went to. And the weather was okay. I got kind of lucky with it. Max, thank you for the raid. What the heck? Let's go. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Super cool. Super duper cool. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, homie. Appreciate that. I appreciate it. Pie, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. What's going on, Raiders? How's it going, Max? How's it going? Appreciate that, homie. Appreciate that. How was your stream? My name's Cassian. Okay, Cass. I've actually never done one of these intros. I usually find them kind of great, but it's okay. I basically do variety stuff. I chat a lot. Variety games. I chat a lot with people. My chat calls me femboy. I call them stupid. They call me furry. I call them idiots. It's pretty much it. It's pretty much how it goes. Anything crazy here? What's chill you? Nice. It's going so far so good. I am just kidding. You have called me ugly. I have never called you ugly. I know for a fact I've never called you ugly. Nice try, Izzy. Nice try, Buster. I'll same old chat. Yeah, that's right. That's right. No, no, I love my chat. I really do. I really do. But no, I've basically just going over my travels. Like I went to all over Europe and the Caribbean. Why? I'm basically just talking about my bad. It was a loser. Yeah, that sounds more right. You call me a loser. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. All right, Max, get out of here with me. I appreciate the raid. Have a great night. Have a great night. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Have a good one. I hope you get plenty of sleep. Get plenty of sleep. Good night. Catch you later. Thank you later. Oh, thank you, Buster. Thank you, Buster. I appreciate it. Max's viewers, if you guys got a skedaddle, go ahead. Got it. If not, we're happy to have you. Anyways, we're talking about England, and it's kind of my experience there. The food was I'm not picky when it comes to food. Dev, appreciate the follow. Let's go. I appreciate that, homie. Welcome in. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, the food. I'm not picky when it comes to food, so I like the food personally. But compared to the other countries I've been to, I like the other countries a little better. Ow! Death! Way to make an entrance. Appreciate the concussion, homie. Oh, thank you, bud. I appreciate that. Anyways, on your trip to England, was there soda different? That's a good question, actually. It kind of was. Although, yeah, I still drank soda this time. I don't remember, though, to be honest with you. I don't remember exactly. I do remember being very hesitant to drink the water in most of the places I went overseas. A lot of their infrastructure is still has lead in it, the pipes and stuff. So I tried to avoid that. The water was very lukewarm. Basically, any restaurant I went to, the water was lukewarm, no ice. It was very strange. Also, the salads, they don't use dressing. By the way, for all my Americans in here, they don't really use dressing on their salads. They flavor it with red onions. Yeah, no ice unless you ask for it. Yeah, it's very strange. Water can upset your stomach if you're not used to it. Yeah. It's that lead poisoning. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Or how about chips? Oh, that's right. I had fish and chips for the first time while I was there. So good. Actually, genuinely so good. That's the only fish I'll eat. But yes, a big shock to me was they don't use dressing. It's just, at least at the places I went to. And this is pretty much the same for all over Europe. They just flavor it with red onions, essentially. Which is interesting. Beans on toast. Did not have beans on toast. I did not have beans on toast. Thank you, Beetle. Appreciate it. Beetle. Dynamite. Oh, what could be a dynamite? No, time to see. But no, like I said, I'm not a huge critic when it comes to food. So I liked it. For the most part. And that was kind of, yeah, England. Basically, I saw those red little like buses, the double-decker buses. That was pretty cool. Where else? Was the pickpocketing that trip? No, it wasn't. Someone got pickpocketed on my trip. That was bad. They got the passport stolen. But that came later. Sorry to sneeze. Oh yeah. That was my first experience with the good point, Robin. The driver's side, the cars, they have the driver sits on the right instead of the left. That was strange. I had to get used to that. Oh, Dev, it was bad. Come to Australia, Cass, and I can bully in person. I want to go to Australia so bad. I want to go to Australia so bad, more than anywhere else right now. Honestly, like really bad. I will end up going to Australia. Hopefully soon. That's definitely my next trip for sure. Hopefully. But yeah, that was so that was pretty much my experience with England. A little spotty. I saw basically just hung out in the city for a while. Went to Germany for a choir concert and someone got pickpocketed, but it was just money. Yeah, the pickpocketing culture over there is very much victim blaming. It's very much victim blaming. Like you shouldn't. It's basically been ingrained in like their society that like if you got pickpocketed, then you should have worn pants that had a button on them, or your purse shouldn't have been open, or you should have zipped up your purse or something like that. It's bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's bad. And I think they're finally starting to not do that. Dynamite, thanks for the raid, homie. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. A lot of raids today. How was your stream? How was your stream? Uh, thanks, homie. Thanks, homie. I was basically that was my trip to England. Basically, in a nutshell. So a year after that, um, I okay, this was a Spain trip. So the year after that, I went to France, Spain, and Germany, and Portugal. Yeah, yeah, all four. It was gonna play Roblox most time. Nice, Dynamite. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Welcome in. I appreciate the raid. That's nice. Uh, do you drink tea or coffee in the morning in England? Uh, I didn't drink either. I don't actually know if I had tea while I was in England, which is kind of terrible now that I think about it. That was not a yeah. That was I should have done that actually. But no, I didn't actually. I didn't. I'm not a big tea or coffee drinker anyways. So it didn't even cross my mind. I love me some iced coffee. Iced coffee is good. It is very good. It's very good. I went to Aussie once years ago. Oh, I can't want. I want to go so bad. Can't wait to go. But anyways, like I was saying, I a year later I was 16 or 17. No, it would have been 16. Yeah, it would have been 16. And I went to Spain. I landed in was it? Did I land in Spain? I landed in Madrid, I believe. I believe. I loved Spain. I love Spain. I've never left my home country. Oh, it's so fun, bun. It's so fun. It's so fun. Highly recommend. There's a big anime convention in July in Sydney. Ooh, that could be cool. I went to Perth and it was so fun. Nice. Well, that's sick. I will have to think about that, Izzy. Uh, breathe and exhale. It's no, I got plenty of air. Don't you worry. I let me see. Yeah, I landed in Madrid in Spain. I had a great time in Spain. I'm gonna be honest. Spain was amazing. It was absolutely gorgeous and amazing. I went to is Cologne? Where's Cologne at? Is that Spain? Is that Spain? I don't remember. I don't remember. I know Madrid is in Spain. What I remember the most from Spain is Barcelona. Uh, yeah, Barcelona. Oh, Cologne is in Germany. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's right. Okay, gotcha. Okay, okay. Yeah. Um, let me pull up a map actually, so I can. That would actually help me a lot. Let me see. Let me see. Uh, Google caps lock. World map. There we go. Okay. You know what? Google Earth it is. Matter of fact, actually, Google Earth. I actually might just let me make sure it's not gonna dox me before I pull this up on the stream. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're fine. Okay. Let me do this. Let me do this real quick. Let's do like this, and then like so. Once actually, it's fine. I'm just gonna do this. Uh, Let's do this. Let's do it like this. What's up, Sparky? It's Star. Thanks for the 5 stream streak. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm 2 months old. Oh, congratulations. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna help a lot. Okay, so actually, I lied. I think right. No. I landed in Germany. Right? Yeah, I landed in Germany. I landed in I want to say Cologne, Germany is where I landed. I believe. I don't know if that's true. I think it was though. I think it was Cologne, and then we went down to Frankfurt. I think that's what happened. I loved Germany so much. Months. Thanks for a 20 stream streak. Wow, a lot of streaks today. Hey Luna, what's going on? What's going on? Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very nice. Very nice. I want to travel. Evie is so great. It's awesome. Highly recommend. It's super. It's so cool. It's so fun. I love Germany. Actually, genuinely love Germany. One of my favorite places to ever go. By far, one of my favorites. It was the food there was incredible. I'm 25% German, so I don't know if it's just in my blood or whatever, but I loved it. What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? Any recommendations besides Germany? Italy. I'm gonna get to Italy. But Italy, Spain, and Germany are my favorite places I've ever been to, and Hawaii. By far my favorite. I'll get to Hawaii. But I loved Germany. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Counted. I appreciate it. It's so nice. What the heck? Appreciate it. I'm loving your light up blue eyes. Thanks, Nay. Appreciate that. I like to 25% German and 75% Finboy. What's wrong with you? What? No. I'm not giving you the benefit of the doubt of making me speechless. I'm not giving you the benefit. I'm a Finboy. Of making me. No, I'm not. I'm not giving you the benefit of making me speechless. No, fuck you. No. He's too pretty to not be partially Finboy. What the hell is going on? I'm talking about Germany here. Oh my god. I'm not a Femboy. Anyways. Put the sign down, Sparky. Unbelievable. Thank you, Nate. Let me think. No, the food was great. I'm a huge sauerkraut fan. And I had bratwurst there. That was cool. That was an experience. I don't want it, Deb. I don't want your cooties. No, thank you. No. Get away from me. I want your cooties. That's what I said. Got him. Let me think. Oh, thank you, Nay. Appreciate it. No, I'm not. Wait, I can't see. Hold on. I need to move this like here. There we go. Oh, hey, Hey, Bear. How's it going? I almost called you newbie. This one say Femboy. No one said Femboy. Anyways, while I was in Germany, I really liked. Honestly, it was great. It was amazing. Like, it reminded me a lot of home, actually. Like the weather and this like vegetation. That's another thing. The vegetation, it would surprise you. I saw a lot of plants I'd never seen before in my life. There were a lot of like unique plants that I've never seen all over the place. And it was really cool. It was actually really cool. German Femboy. Oh my god, what the hell is going on? No, I loved it so much, genuinely. It's the first time someone doesn't want my smooches. Dev, if I let you, then everybody can. Okay, I can't do that. it's an inside joke. Uh, where you live don't have plants? Not these kind of plants. I'm talking about different kind of plants. Different kind of plants. Uh, yeah, it was. Hmm. I don't want cast kisses. Yeah, yeah. I don't know about. But on me, I don't know you. I don't know who you are. Wait till you see Aussie birds. I am honestly terrified of Aussie animals. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Uh, what kind of planet would your VTuber be? It's a black hole. Black hole. My name is Tanaya. Oh, hi Tanaya. Uh, rude. What do you mean rude? They're terrifying. Anyways, we get off topic. Get off topic. Uh, I yeah landed in Cologne, and basically the highlight of Germany was the food and the weather. It was very nice, and the people were super nice too. The people were probably the. It was honestly probably the nicest people were in Germany. They were super nice. Wait, or were they really mean? I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember. But hey, Wild Style, what's going on? Um, let me see. Let me think. Let me think. Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed Germany a lot. Anyways, once we left after Germany, we went to France. And this is where things went a little bit south. Just a little bit south. The French countryside, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Come to Malaysia, we're known for being friendly and bickering with neighboring countries. Oh, heck yeah. Sick. Uh, that sounds awesome. The countryside in France, absolutely incredibly gorgeous. Like, gorgeous. It was amazing. I loved it. Loved it. Paris, on the other hand, not not great. I'm gonna be honest. I've been we stayed for a little while. I probably will not go back. Unless someone else wants to go and I'll go with them. But probably won't go back. Did not enjoy it. Did not enjoy it. It was very dirty. A lot of refugees. Paris is not France, guys. Yeah. Yeah, Paris is like its own little thing. A lot of refugees. And I remember we were in a bus. Our bus stopped on the side of the road and we had to get out. And right outside the bus were probably 25 refugees, um, all asking for money and banging on the windows. And we kind of had to get out and like kind of walk by them. Sorry, Anna. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The Eiffel Tower, super cool, really amazing, fairly clean. But everywhere outside of there, I mean, there were people selling, fake purses, or a ton of people selling fake stuff. Um, on the side of on the road, they had like tarps that they would pull up. Pickpocketing is terrible there, terrible. The biggest thing was it was so dirty. It was so dirty. Uh, and the people were so rude, so rude, so rude. I mean, they would look. I mean, I was 16. I was a kid, and they would just look at you in like utter disgust, just because you're a tourist. Wasn't welcoming, very dirty. Not great. Really didn't enjoy it. Probably won't go back. Probably won't go back. But the countryside, amazing, absolutely amazing. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And honestly, the food. I know they're known for their food. Mid. It was mid. I think if you want truly good food, you have to pay a ton of money, and go to really fancy places. I got this croissant that was filled with chocolate, and it was okay. It was okay. Nothing special though. I wasn't super impressed. Wasn't super impressed. Um, Germany had better food. I'm sure a lot of people will get mad at me for saying that, but Germany had better food. It depends on where you're going to Australia. Okay. I heard about pickpockets and scammers. Yeah, scammers all over the place. All over the place. Very, very bad. But thankfully, after my trip, after we left France, Spain made up for it tenfold. I was a little I was a little like on edge, like kind of roughed up from the whole Paris thing. But let me tell you, Spain made up for it tenfold. Absolutely amazing. Loved Spain. Loved Spain. Everything about it. We went to, I don't remember. I think we might have went to Barcelona first. Two places stood out to me the most. It was Madrid and it was Barcelona. Madrid is the capital of Spain, if you don't know. Very red. Like the top of the roofs are all like red. Which it's a very red city. You'll know, look it up on Google Maps. And you'll see what I'm talking about. But it's so cool. Like a lot of shops there. A lot of shops. Really, really neat. Pretty nice people. If I remember correctly. We spent a lot of time in Madrid. But then we went to Barcelona. That's where it really shined. I went to a nude beach for the first time when I was 16. That was exciting. What country do you plan on going next? Low key, my next country, I would love to go to Australia, New Zealand, or probably one of those two. I think one of those two would be really cool. But honestly, both. I would go to both while I was there. But yeah, thank you, Chaos. Appreciate it. Ryu, this is not a person. I'm not a furry. But no, I really, really enjoyed Spain. Barcelona was amazing. I love swimming. We went to this nude beach, and it honestly wasn't as bad as you would think. It was just like a bunch of topless older women. And I kind of just like kept my eyes like straight, didn't really try to be respectful. And just swam. It was really nice. One thing they don't really tell you though, in a lot of European countries, the beaches, I don't think it was like this in Barcelona. I don't remember. But very much in Italy, they have a lot of like lakes and beaches that are just stone. There's no sand. It's stone. Like weathered, round, soft, not soft, definitely not soft. Smooth stones that really hurt your feet if you're not used to it. I don't want to go to Australia because of giant spiders. Yeah. I've heard of that. But yeah, no, it was, I don't remember if it was sand or not. I think it was sand. But anyways, the nude beach was separated, right? And we were warned. They're like, hey, by the way, it was like separated by really big boulders. And it was a teeny little tiny beach on the other side. And we were warned, like, hey, this is like the partially nude beach. If you go over these rocks, that's the full nude beach. And I was like, me being a teenager, I was like, I gotta check out the full nude beach. So I went over to the rocks. I climbed up on them, and the first thing I saw was this guy laying out, just pearls to the sun, completely like super dark tan, basically like a dark red all over. Literally every inch of his body was this dark red color, the same shade. And I think he was just sleeping. And I saw 10 seconds. I looked over the rock. I saw this. Not even 10 seconds, honestly. I saw this. I ducked back down, turned around, walked back to my friends. I'm like, nope, this is not for me. Never mind. I was like that. Never mind. uh, yeah, that was something. I was scarred. I'm not gonna lie, I was scarred, but I thought it was funny. But yeah, no, I loved Barcelona a lot. It was really really cool. Um, After Barcelona, now I'm not sure. I think we must have gone Barcelona and then Madrid and then Portugal. Portugal was cool. We really, I only went to Lisbon, because we just drove to Lisbon and left. Basically, we spent a night in Portugal and left, because our flight was the next day, so we didn't actually do anything in Portugal except we did see the statue, and I don't remember which one it was. I don't remember which one it was, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. It was just a little statue, and we left the next day. But yeah, that trip was interesting. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. Very cool, very cool. And honestly, oh my god, I forgot. Wait a minute. This was also the trip. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Actually, wait a minute. Uh, oh no, you're good, Ryu. You're fine. I was honestly kind of thinking the same thing, but I was told that's not the case. So I was like, okay, we can do it then. Um, no, I'm not afraid. I promise. Uh, this was also the trip. Okay, all right. We'll tell the story again. So uh, this was a trip. A girl tried to give me head next to her dad on the bus. Uh, what? Yeah, it was interesting. Do I want to tell this story? I mean, I already said it. I've already told it before. Um, Hey, yo, what? Yeah, just lock in. Lock in. Wait a minute. Just lock in. Uh, okay, so
I'm a femboy.
no, I'm not, Emmy. Uh, Basically, I know Chelsea. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. Listen. All right, let me explain. So we were in. I remember exactly where we were. Actually, we were in the not. What's not? It's not called the Highlands. It's called. I love that redeem. I can tell. I'm glad I added it. We were in the countryside of France, either going towards Paris or away from it. Uh, I think it was, yeah, either towards Paris or away from it. And this girl and I had been kind of talking before the trip, and nothing ever happened with her. But she expressed interest in me. I thought she was cute, so I, said the same. We talked a little bit. Her dad was on the trip. He was one of the chaperones. And obviously, we were all on the bus together. Her and I sat next to each other almost the entire trip. And we were in the back of the bus, towards the back. There were people sitting around us. And I guess she got tired or something. But she ended up laying down horizontally and laid her head on my lap. And she got. I was kind of just chilling, looking out the window, and then she was starting to get a little. I think last time I explained it, I said she got a little ambitious with her taste buds. Uh, and she started exploring stuff. I was fully clothed, by the way. Both of us were. Um, and her dad was like a couple rows ahead of us, and so I'm just sitting here like, what is going on? And like she's like down there. There's people over there. There's people in front of us. Her dad is 2 rows away from us, basically next to us. And I'm like, maybe this not a good idea. And so we ended up not doing that, but that was one of the strangest experiences of my life to this date. Thankfully nothing happened, but yeah, no, it was interesting. Um anyways, that trip was crazy. A lot of crazy stuff happened that trip. It was honestly my most eventful trip. See you later, Dev. Uh, Thank you, Engine. Appreciate that. Yo, Shade. Thank you for the roses. What the heck? That's so nice. Appreciate that. You scared them off, guys. Yeah, apparently. I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, that was quite an experience. That was quite an experience. Um. Anyways, so that was, yeah, that was the Germany, Spain, France, Portugal trip. My next trip was to Italy, and my brother went with me on this trip. My brother went with me on this trip. I didn't even start. Oh, hey, Dar, what's going on? Uh, it's been pretty tame so far. It was nice. No need to add experience on the plane. For you, no. uh, but Italy was interesting. Oh, wait. No. Hold on. Before we move on, there was one more thing on that trip that I forgot to mention. Where was it? Was it Spain or France? Or is it Germany? We stayed at a hotel that was supposedly haunted. This was the weirdest hotel and most confusing hotel I have ever been in my life. I swear to you, it was a literal maze. The hotel was literally a maze. It was the least intuitive layout, most unbelievable architectural nightmare you could ever think of. It was a little maze. A little maze. Like, you go inside and you have the lobby. You get past the lobby, good luck. Good luck. And it didn't help that this hotel was supposedly really haunted. We ended up actually exploring one of the nights, and we went out on. We found an entrance onto the roof of this hotel, and it was a clear night. The stars were out. It was gorgeous. The air smelled amazing. It was a perfect temperature. We just hung out on the roof for a while and just enjoyed it and just laid on our backs and like looked at the stars. It was incredible. We stayed in this hotel 2 nights. The second night, I was in the room with 4 people, myself included, and the people next to us. And you died, and you're not really cast. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, exactly. Uh, Thank you, Engine. Appreciate it. Yeah. So the people next to us, we ended up finding out next to our room. We ended up finding out they were from Texas, and they were drinking the night we were there. And so one of our friends, one of my roommates was like, I'm gonna go like hang out with them and just like say hi or whatever. That guy left. 10 minutes go by, haven't heard from him. 20 minutes go by, I haven't heard from him. So like, maybe we should go check on him. So another person left to go check on him. 5 minutes pass, don't hear from him. 10 minutes pass, don't hear from him. I tell my other roommate, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go check on him. So I go in there, and these 2 guys are drunk off their asses already, drinking. What is it? It was Coke and rum and Coke, I think, or whiskey, something like that. And they were just having a time of their lives. I ended up drinking with them, and a little bit. We'll go back. I invite the other guy. I was like, hey, do you want to come hang out? He was very religious. I don't think he was into that kind of thing. Very innocent. So he said no. I was like, okay. Basically, I never got drunk. I got tipsy. But after a little bit of time, they said, hey, we're going out to a club. You guys want to come with us? The first guy that left said, absolutely. Heck yeah. Let's do it. The second guy was like, I don't know, maybe. And I was like, no. No, that's not a good idea. And obviously the last guy was like, absolutely not. We didn't even talk to we didn't even offer it to him. They're like, oh, come on, it'll be fine. I was like, no, not a good idea. Honestly, great. Ah! Sorry, I got jump scared. Get out of here, click. I yeah, so we ended up not going, which I think was probably the good move there. But anyways, that was a fun night. That was a fun night. Uh, oh, for a second there, I thought you're freaky. What are you talking about, Anna? What do you mean? Freaky how? He's freaky, but has boundaries? What the hell are you talking about? What do you mean? Freaky what? You thought I'm not. I don't like guys. It was just a room full of Texan guys. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm a femboy.
No, I'm not. Anyways, yeah. So that was an experience. I think that's the last story I want to tell. When I was 17, I went to the Caribbean and I went to Italy. This was very eventful, very eventful. I think within like a month I did this, something like that. I went to I got my advanced scuba diving certification, and then I went to the Caribbean on a week-long scuba diving trip with my family. That was super fun, super fun. I did travel a lot, all throughout high school. Every summer, I traveled somewhere. My mom wanted me to be very well traveled, so she worked really hard to send me to these places. I was very thankful for her. Italy was by far my favorite trip I went on ever. By far my favorite trip. I would absolutely go back again. Honestly, I would love to. Italy. So our trip started at the top of Italy, and then it went down south. So what was really interesting about this trip and Italy as a whole, and honestly, the last trip, is as the trip progressed, the climate changed. So it was cooler in Milan. It was kind of like cool. It was pretty chill. How long did your trips last for? Honestly, not that long. I think I want to say, was it a week? I think it was like a week or 2 weeks, something like that. It was a lot of traveling, constantly on the road. Yeah, it was constantly on the road. Oh, did I go to Munich too? I think I did. It maybe 3 weeks, Loki. Actually, it was 3 weeks. It was 3 weeks. I think I'm pretty sure it was 3 weeks. Anyways, so like I was saying, you have to pack. You have to be very conscious of how you pack, because like in Milan or in Germany, it was significantly cooler there, so you can get away with like long sleeves in places, and pants. But then you go down to Rome or Sicily or Portugal, Spain, you have to bring shorts and short sleeve shirts. It gets very hot. Which was interesting to me. But anyways, we landed in Milan. Now, Italy, I kind of separate Italy into like 3 different parts. So there were 4 actually. Milan was very kind of how would I describe it? First of all, the infrastructure in Italy is very nice. It's very nice. It's very well structured. Milan was very much like, I would Attack on Titan. I would probably describe it like Attack on Titan. A lot of churches. I mean, there's churches all over the place. But Milan was more like museum, sightseeing. Really nice city. Really nice city. Political kind of area. Really liked it. Relatively cool. You go further down south, and you get to Bologna, which is kind of the same, just smaller, just on a smaller scale. Went to Piazza Maggiore, I believe, that little square. They love their squares. Let me tell you, they're like plazas. They love their plazas, and they have so many cathedrals. It's crazy. We have 14 states. I haven't gone to 3 of them. Oh wow, My grandparents cruise all over the world. I've been on a cruise too. It was super cool. It was super fun. Um, yeah. So Bologna was nice. There was something. They're known for something, and I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was, but it's basically just a smaller Madrid, essentially. Pretty cool. Florence. Florence was one of the other ones. So Madrid or Milan kind of and all the food was amazing everywhere you go in Italy. The food was absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Spaghetti bolognese? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't know it. But Milan was more historical. No. Milan was more political and kind of Attack on Titan-y, like city. It was like the city. Florence. If you like to shop, Florence is the way to go. There's something called the Leather District in Florence. It's famous. They have such nice leather stuff. My brother got a black leather wallet from there, which he still carries and still like cherishes very much. Loves it. We were talking about it the other day actually. And oh my god, I forgot about something in Spain. I'll get through this first. Wait, was it or was it Germany? I don't know. Florence, I got a leather jacket from there. Super cool. They embroider the jacket with like your initials in gold leaf. It's super cool. What's up, Silent? How you doing? How you doing? How's it going? What's up, Light and Shadow? How you doing? How you doing? And yeah, it was honestly really nice. A lot of money was spent in Florence. Big shopping city. It's just, I mean, everywhere you go, it's like places to buy things, and like they have a cathedral there. It's really nice. The cathedral reminded me. So there is. Let me look. I think the Cologne Cathedral in Germany. Yeah. Okay. This was incredible. Oh, also, while I was in Spain, I went to gosh, I'm sorry, guys. I forgot. I'm remembering stories as I go. Okay, so France. I believe it was France. France is where, just adding on to the allure of France. France. Oh, thank you, Light. France is where one of the people I was on the trip with got pickpocketed and got her passport stolen. Not good. They had to go to the embassy and like get it all figured out. It was not great. Very bad. The ADHD is ADHD. You're right. But the Cologne Cathedral was incredible. They actually it's been under construction for like 200 years, and they just put like the top of the cathedral on, which means it's gonna be done in the next couple years. It's gonna be awesome. Yo, Floofy, thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. How's it going? How was your stream? How you doing? Kira, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. How's it going, guys? How you doing? My name is Cass. My name is Cassian. Or Cass, whatever you want to call me. Basically, I do like variety gaming and stuff like that. And chatting most of the time. And
I'm a femboy.
No, I'm not a femboy! I'm not bad. Basically, my chat calls me a femboy, and I call them stupid. They call me like a furry. I call them idiots, stuff like that. Basically, how it goes. On TikTok, movie. Oh, nice! Hey, Howell, I'm doing good. How are you? Welcome in. Perfect timing, I know, right? Oh, good. Stream was great. Nice. What'd you play? I appreciate you coming to hang out and rating me. It's super nice. I appreciate that a lot. I was kind of just talking about some of my past adventures overseas. But if you got to skedaddle because you're tired, which I'm sure you are, don't you worry, Bus. Don't you worry. Hope you have a good rest of your night. But feel free to stick around if you want to. I'd love to have you. It goes for everybody. For the new people, he's a femboy and in denial. I'm not a femboy! I'm big, strong, and handsome. Yeah, that's right. That's right. A big one. Thank you for the follow. It's so nice. So nice. You're not telling people to get out? Oh, you're right. Wait, if you gotta wait, hold on. If you gotta sleep, you definitely take care of yourself. If you gotta leave, then get out. If not, welcome. Stick around. Stick around. Be happy to have you. Be happy to have you. I'm trying to figure out how I like interact with raiders. I still gotta figure that out. I still gotta figure that out. Oh, bakery, thank you. What the heck? It's a lot of follows. Thank you. That makes you happy. I appreciate it. I'll be looking. I think I remember meeting at a server we both were in. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, you do seem familiar. Wait a minute. You do seem familiar, actually. They're like, I don't know. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's right, Floofy. How you doing? That's right. Back in the day, a little while ago. It was club. Yeah, that's the one. That's one. I did. I appreciate the raid. It's good to see you again. I'm doing good. All right, Light. Have a good one. Thank you, pal. Appreciate it. How do you create your model? I pay someone a lot of money. Yeah. That's right. That's how you do it. Cass has friends? Nah. What the heck are you talking about? Oh, I really haven't been doing much of that, Floofy, I'll be honest. I've been very, very, very picky about that. I appreciate it though. I've wait a minute, hold on. 1 second. What's up, Soda? How you doing? Okay, I'm rich. Okay. Is your girl's mechanics? Whatever, Buster. Anyways. It was nice of you to raid me. I appreciate it. It's very nice. What was I saying? Yeah, welcome back. But anyways, yeah, if you gotta run, take it easy, buddy. If you want to hang out, then feel free. I didn't really say anything. It's okay, Flippy. I think you're confusing this with La Sagrada Familia in Barcelona with the Cologne Cathedral. Am I? I might be actually. Might be. Hold on. Let me look. Oh, I am. You're absolutely right. No, you're absolutely right. I am. You are absolutely right. Holy moly. That's right. I think. Yeah. Oh, I did not know these. Okay. La Sagrada Familia in Spain, you said? In Barcelona. Yes. That was my highlight of Barcelona. Definitely not the naked guy on the rock. That was not great. What's up, Ruby? How you doing? My day's been great, Soda. How was yours? I'm with my cat. His name is Static. Let's snuggle when I'm watching music. Oh, that's so nice, howling. I like that. What's up, Quell? How you doing? How's it going? Oh, Pepsi. I was basically talking about a couple of my trips. I thought he was a lonely, friendless femboy. I'm not lonely, friendless, or a femboy. Jeez. Right. What games do you know and play? So I'll play. I like Peak. I used to play a lot of Valorant. What else? We played Minecraft for a little while. I really just a variety of things. I'm really trying to get into like stuff that you guys can participate in, like games you guys can play with me. I'm really trying to figure that out. Really trying to figure that out. Yeah. Oh. Pug! Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Super nice. I appreciate it. The cutest cat. His name is Cassian. Oh, thank you, Soda. I'm not a cat, but I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Ruby. I appreciate it. I'm a pog. You are a pog. It's... Oh, thank you, Vamp. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Super nice. Super nice. I appreciate it, Buster. Let's go. Um, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Yes, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Both cathedrals are really cool. There's the Cologne Cathedral, super, super, super impressive. Like it's one of those things that you go inside. It's like nothing you've. It really blows you away. Like it's like breathtaking almost because I've never been. In fact, I don't think there is a. There's not many places on Earth. Not many enclosed places that are man-made as big as that. It's incredible. You just look up, Aiden. Wow, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. That's so nice. I appreciate it. That's super nice. Thank you guys. Thank you. A lot of follows today. Holy moly. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, I'm a fox. I'm doing good, Ruby. Thank you. No, it will take your breath away. Like you look up and you just see like it's just massive. It's like you can barely comprehend it. La Sagrada Familia is like that, and the Cologne Cathedral. It's just incredible. But anyways, like I was saying, so in Italy, Madrid is kind of like, if you like the city, Madrid is for you. If you like the city and shopping, Florence is definitely the way to go. Capri was my favorite by far. But we'll get to that in a second. Naples was nice. NJ, I'm trying to explain something here. Ow. Oh, 800 followers. Let's go. Wait, no way. We have 800 followers. That's sick. Hell yeah. Let's go. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. And we were trying to congratulate you. I didn't notice. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. NJ. Oh, wait, thank you. Actually, we celebrated. It's right. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's actually super duper cool. I appreciate it. Hey Shadow, welcome back. I forgot what did you tell me to echo? What did you tell me to call
I'm a
you last
femboy.
time? I forgot. I'm not a femboy. Who the hell's wrong with you? Now let's reach 1 mil. Let's go. Yeah, hell yeah. 800 down. Just 999 and 200. Wait, 999,200 to go. Let's go. Imagine. My husband in Italy, he loves travel. I got my love for traveling from him. Oh, heck yeah, hell. That sounds sick. 1 million is so close. We're almost there. One day. One day. We'll get there eventually. I'm determined. We'll get you guys more friends. I'm gonna try my best to get you guys more friends. Actually, genuinely though, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate that. IBB1J! Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, Floofy. I appreciate the raid. Oh, you have a good night. Have a great night. Oh, thank you, Soda. I'm not a femboy! Wait, no. God damn it. Also, I'm gonna get the TikTok audio fixed. I know it sucks. We're getting there. I unfollowed. What the hell? Why? Riot? The red. I can barely handle these guys. My purple app chat is already crazy enough. I got you, Floofy. I will. I got you. Is it bad? I mostly follow femboys on Twitch. Excluding me, right? Yeah, must be because I'm not a femboy. No, I'm sorry. Okay, it's okay. I forgive you. Don't you wait. Anyways, like I was saying, yeah. So, Italy, Madrid is like, if you like the city, Madrid is great. Florence, if you like shopping, Florence is amazing. if you like history, Rome is amazing. I liked Rome. It was so hot, though. It was so hot. But exploring the ruins and like seeing the Colosseum, walking around the Colosseum and seeing like all the ruins. I mean, it's everywhere. The ruins are everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. It's so cool. It's so sick. Uh, Naples, I didn't actually get to go to, but there's wait, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Oh, that's right. That's right. I went to Pompeii. Pompeii is also really cool if you like history. Uh, there's a lot of penises. A lot of penis graffiti and stuff like that. It's very much like it's basically like it shows you it shows you the humanity of people and how like we really just don't change because like it's just a bunch of like graffiti and it's just a bunch of dicks everywhere. It's really funny. Uh, it's actually really funny. My sister's been to Pompeii. Yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. Oh, nice, Pog. Really? Oh, heck yeah. I didn't know that. That's sick. Uh, heck yeah. Wait. I mostly follow Femboys on Twitch, and Twitch recommended me to you. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Uh, we just some graffiti IRL. Yeah, for real. All right, Soda, take it easy on me. Take it easy on me. Catch you later. Catch you later. Have a good one. Have a good one. What about World War II? I made a we talked. There was a lot of talk about World War II when I was visiting Germany. I'm not gonna lie. They cooled off a lot. They cooled off a lot. What else? What else? Okay, Venice. Venice was cool. Venice was a really cool experience. I went to a glass blower there and watched them like make like glass stuff. There was this square that you can go to, and there's a bunch of like pigeons there. You take pictures. It's really really cool. Um, Also, I went to the Vatican City, which is another country. I actually forgot counts as a country. And I saw where the Pope lives. That was really cool. That was really cool. I went to a souvenir shop and got some stuff. And let me think, what else? You're the second most recommended streamer I can watch. I watch it now. What? Oh, let's go. Whee! Let's go. Femboy or Twink? Neither. Neither monkey. Neither. Uh, mm, uh, sure, man. We'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Thank you. Uh, my, uh, I, what else? What else? What else? Maybe you should change the stream title to Flexing My Travels. Ooh. Good thinking. Good thinking. Wait. Mm, I'm sure Kaz loved it because of the digs. Really? Why do you? I'm not. What the hell is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? A pretty, but maybe a feminine-looking boy, a twink. Some say. Don't make me come over there. Don't make me come over there. I'll reach through this phone. Don't you? Don't test me. Don't test me, monkey. Don't test me, monkey. That's not a racist thing. But the name is literally Monkey. I'm looking at it right now. Promise. You come at test by web. Oh, yeah. My sister got a Coliseum keychain at Rome. Oh, sick. Rome was actually super duper cool. If as long as it wasn't like, find me at Waffle House. If I go to Waffle House, I'm eating. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. He'll be ignoring us. Oh geez, soon when he gets famous. Literally, never. I will not. I will not. I will not. And I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself, Buster. I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself. No. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. That's why I have VIPs. That's why I have VIPs. Eat the golden banana of hope and wealth. What does that mean? Anyways, I was blown away by Rome and the Vatican, but too crowded and hot weather. Yeah, very crowded and very hot. Very crowded, very hot. I wanted to go to Pisa. Unfortunately, we weren't able to. Um, but Capri, not Cap. Was it Capri? Yeah, Capri made up for it. Yes, Capri. Capri, my favorite place I've ever been to in my life. Capri was my favorite place I've ever been to in my life. Um, it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. It was absolutely amazing. The water felt amazing. The views were incredible, breathtaking, breathtaking. I mean, it legitimately felt. I have never been somewhere that felt more like an elven sanctuary than Capri, or like an elven like it just feels so elven. Like that's the best way to explain it. Like they have trellises with like vegetation growing up on them. They have vineyards all throughout Italy, which is incredible. I did Luna. I did go to Rome. It was super duper cool. Hi Tori. Look at it. Wow. What's up? What's up? Um, because I've traveled outside my country once. Nothing. Well. Arrow, you know, Tori always talks about that. She's like, I've only even talked. She said the other day, she's like, I've talked to Arrow like once. Every time he sees me, we got this like unspoken beef. And I don't understand. He's like, oh, Arrow, always with the dot dot dot. You get to her with the dot dot dot. I find it so funny. Arrow's 106. Oh, you gotta go. You gotta go. Oh my, what's going on? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? But yeah, no, Capri, absolutely incredible, dude. It was incredible. It was incredible. Genuinely incredible. I loved it. I loved it so much. I loved it so much. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was actually genuinely amazing. Genuinely amazing. The water was incredible, but it was one of those places. It was one of those places where it wasn't sand. The beaches weren't sand. It was stone, like smooth stone, but it was stone. And the lakes are like that too. And oh my god, it hurt so bad to walk on it, but it felt so good. My brother actually had a hard time being away from home and from his like games and stuff. But so he loved the water there. So he just the entire time he was just in his swim trunks, like on the bus and everything. It was just always constantly in his swim trunks, just so that he'd be ready to go swimming if the opportunity presented itself. It was so funny, so funny. Uh, but there was this one time, this one, I do remember this one instance. It was a very not spiritual, but like it stuck out to me. This one time on the trip, we went to this monastery on a mountain, and it was it was on this mountain. We climbed a mountain to get up there, and you saw monks like walking around. There was this fountain in like a plaza right next to the monastery. We went through the monastery. We toured it, and we saw like a bunch of arts and like the history of the monastery. It was really cool. We learned about it, and I remember after we toured the monastery, it became sunset. It was the sun started to set, and so we sacrificed your brother. No, I did not. We went to this plaza, and we were waiting on something, and we sat. Oh, guys, don't remind me. Remind me to tell you the Viagra gelato story after this. But we sat next to this fountain. It was a bunch of us. It was a school trip, so a bunch of us like were kids, and all of us like high schoolers. We sat around in a circle. And we were playing card games, and it was I don't know what it was about it, but playing card games next to a monastery. It was very quiet next to this fountain at sunset, overlooking the city. Oh my god, it was actually incredible, like genuinely incredible, genuinely incredible, um, genuinely amazing, genuinely amazing. Uh, it was very peaceful. But anyways, gelato. I fell in love with gelato in Italy on this trip. Welcome back, Mutt. I fell in love with gelato on this trip. I'm gonna be honest. Like it was incredible, incredible. I what was it? I think it was Florence. I think it was Florence where I had this. They have like stands, like gelato stands all over the place. We went to the stand and they had like, what was it? Hey Vanessa, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, so they had a whole bunch of flavors. My favorite ice cream flavor is cotton candy. For those of you that don't know. And cotton candy is usually blue, right? Or pink. So I taste tested a lot of this gelato. We were like, it was a lull in the day. It was getting, later in the day. And I was taste testing all these different flavors, and they had a flavor called Viagra. I was like, what? Viagra flavor? That sounds disgusting. So I asked to try it, and he gave me the spoon. It gave me kind of a weird look, but I didn't think much of it. Gave me a little spoonful, one of the itty bitty widow spoons, and he scooped it. He gave it to me. He didn't put it in my mouth. I put it in my mouth. Like I'm a big boy, and it tasted like cotton candy. I was like, oh, give me that Viagra. So, basically, he looked at me weird. But I was like, whatever. It's just the name, right? They don't actually put Viagra in the gelato. They put Viagra in the gelato. Yeah. It was. Turns out, it's not illegal, which I thought it would be. Nothing happened, so I don't know what it was. It was like defective or something. I don't know, but I learned later they're like, there actually is like Viagra in that, right? And I was like, nah, no way. Apparently there was. I just said cotton candy, and so I was like, okay, sweet. It was still delicious. I still finished it. It was great. I just thought they named it Viagra because it was blue. Because of blue. But no, I got a lot of weird looks. I'm doing good, Vanessa. How are you? What was it? I bet he put it in your mouth. No, he didn't. I did it myself. I did it myself. Huh. Anyways, yeah, the gelato was amazing. And the food, oh my god, the food was amazing. I had pizza while I was in Italy. It was incredible. Actually incredible. The salad was great. And the thing about Italy is when you're and most of the places, honestly, when you travel, the best places to eat aren't the ones that are like the most popular. It's the holes in the walls. We went to this one restaurant. I will never forget this. We went to one restaurant, and it did not look like a restaurant. I legit thought we were going into somebody's house. There was no signs, nothing. It was just a door in a building, and like on the side of the street. We go in there. This is why it's so important to have a guide. If you're going somewhere foreign, having a guide is such a good idea, because this place was incredible. It wasn't busy at all. They had a band in there. They're playing. When somebody had an accordion, it was cool. Lovely Dove. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Super nice. I appreciate that so much. I had spaghetti. It was great. I also had salad. That's where I realized that's, again, no dressing because they don't do dressing. Just onions. And honestly, it wasn't too bad. To be honest, it wasn't too bad. But where else? What else happened? Oh, going back to Spain real quick. I went to this McDonald's. And a little thing about me, I don't know why I do this. I don't do it on purpose, but if I'm around people that have accents, I'll instinctively start to mimic that accent. I don't know why I do it. I don't do it on purpose. But the same thing happens with languages. If I kind of know the language, I'll sometimes try to speak it. I went to this McDonald's and I was like, I'm gonna order in Spanish. Or I didn't even think that. I think I just not instinctively, but just subconsciously decided. I was like, I just started ordering in Spanish. I was like, hola. And when I said hola, instantly, I was like, oh shit. Because at that point, I was like, I gotta commit now. Like, I actually have to order. I have to order this McDonald's in Spanish, or I don't know what I thought was gonna happen. I was gonna get like lynched, like hung or something. I don't know. But anyways, I ended up ordering in Spanish, and I did it. 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 I'm proud of myself. I actually did it. And I don't think she caught on. I think she thought I was a native Spaniard. Mission accomplished. But I thought that was funny. Going back to Italy. Sicily was really cool. It's kind of sad though, because it is kind of like drowning a little bit. I think I'm not sure if it's gonna exist for much longer, which is sad. So go to Sicily while you can. But it was cool. It was neat to like, we went on a gondola. That was pretty cool. It was really cool. And we also, what else happened in Italy? I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm hiding in my friend's bathroom. Okay. What's up? What are you hiding, Bob? And you were poisoned. No, that's fine. Thankfully, I didn't get sick on these trips. That was nice. It was a good thing. That was good. Very happy about that. Very happy about that. I think that was pretty much, yeah, that was definitely, Italy was my favorite trip I've ever been on, for sure. Rewinding a bit. Rewinding a bit to 2014, the summer of my 8th grade year, I went to Hawaii. And that was interesting. That was an interesting experience. That was my first time flying alone. At 14, which is kind of crazy. And that was it was interesting. So it was basically with this group. And I'm not gonna lie, it was an experience. Hawaii was an experience. Usually when you think of Hawaii, you think of like tropical and like it was really, really great. And it was that. However, that's awesome, Soul. That's a great game. However, I just plain salad. It's actually not as bad as you think. I prefer ranch or dressing, but yeah, in a lot of places in Italy and Europe, basically, they don't do dressing. It's just red onions. Anyways, in Hawaii, I went with this group, with a bunch of other people, kids my age, and thank you for the lurk, Anna. And we kind of roughed it. So it was the two tour guides around my age, like 26, like mid late 20s. And so how did you catch rice on fire? Listen, James Bond, we're not talking about Rice Gate right now. Listen, Buster, Rice Gate is a thing of the past, okay? But I'm never gonna live that down. I'm never gonna live that down. Basically, I get off the plane and I'm greeted by the two most hippie people you've ever met in your life, which is fine. I didn't care at all. However, this did prove to be a bit of an issue later. So, the Hawaii trip was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. But we didn't have a hotel. We ended up just a bunch of preteens. What we ended up doing was we didn't have tents or anything. We had a tarp. We had two tarps. We had a tarp underneath us, a big one, and a tarp above us. And we had sleeping bags. And we all just huddled together on the beaches and slept in our sleeping bags. Now, Skylar, get away from me! I don't want your cooties! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Also, welcome in. Hey. I'm just kidding. Here's the thing about Hawaii. It's very much like it's kind of like, it's gonna sound weird. It's like a desert, right? So deserts are really hot during the day, like, and Hawaii is too. But at night, it gets so cold. It gets so cold, like super cold. And I remember one night, and for like for a whole week, we just slept on the ground in our sleeping bags on the sand, just out in the open. There's homeless people all over Hawaii, by the way, which honestly is a great place to be homeless, but you're kind of trapped, you know, if you think about it. Anyways, so I have a funny story about that. I'll tell you in a second. Running away crying. Get back here, Skylar. Someone trip him. Someone trip them. There was, what was it? I'm trying to remember. Okay, so on this trip, we did a lot of cool activities during the day, but at night, the nights were miserable. It was miserable. I remember one night it rained so hard, and when you're sleeping on the sand, right? So you are freezing. You're wet, and you're covered in sand. Imagine trying to sleep. You're outside, you're freezing cold, you're wet. You're not even freezing, you're wet and freezing, and you're covered in sand. It's just so uncomfortable. It was miserable. Also, Comic Pinky. Hooray! Thank you, Comic. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my sir. I appreciate you. Yeah, it was. I mean, I sound ungrateful, but I genuinely, it was miserable. Like at nights, the days were great. I loved the days. The daytime was amazing, but it got to the point where we basically like snuck away from the counselors because I mean, the counselors didn't want. It was these two people who were like two young white people with dreads. You get the picture. And we basically snuck away from them, and they really were adamant on us not calling home, because obviously like they would get bad reviews. And oh my god, we had to review our counselors one day. We wrote our reviews down for our counselors to send back to their like headquarters that where they were hired from. We wrote down. I mean, they were not good. They were not good counselors. In fact, they took us to a tie-dye shop to shop for tie-dye shirts. They went there to buy weed. And they were smoking. They slept in the van. And we slept outside under a tarp on the sand in sleeping bags. It was great. Hey, yeah, Izzy, what's up? Nice howling moon. Hell yeah. Hi, Izzy. What's going on? Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, the tie-dye place was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. There's some pretty cool stuff there. But also a lot of chickens. They don't have squirrels there. You know, if we have squirrels in America, they have chickens instead of squirrels. It's really cool. I have no business. Okay. You just scared me. I like instinctively ducked. But no, they don't have squirrels. They have chickens. The days were interesting. No, we went on catamarans and stuff. The catamaran was super cool. Like we slept on it. It was like you go out into the ocean. It was great. Most of our time was spent on the Big Island in Hawaii. That's where I got scuba certified. That's where we tried to surf. I think, or was that Kauai? We went to Kauai after that. It was the Big Island and then Kauai. Kauai was amazing. Oh my god, it was gorgeous. Going on a boat around these islands, you see the mountains. Oh, dude, it's incredible. It's actually incredible. we did try. We were supposed to surf, but the Man of War were so bad that day. The instructors, the surfing instructors, kept getting stung, and they're like, we can't do this. We can't do this. I was like, honestly, you know what?
I'm a femboy.
No. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, they didn't say that. The timing on these things. TikTok, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Did you go to the macadamia farm? Actually, now that you mentioned it, James Bond, I low-key think I did. I think I did. We also went to this place where we saw this fruit that makes you throw up if you eat it. It was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Thank you, comic. I appreciate it. It's nice. We also, yeah, it was interesting. But I got certified in scuba. That was a big part of the trip. That was super cool. But there was this one day we were just hanging out on the beach, and at this point we're like, I mean, we had slept on the beach for like forever, like no hotel room, just sleeping out in the open. I will say the sky at night was incredible, actually, amazing. I'm a sucker for night skies, in case you couldn't tell. And I love space. So anytime I can see space that's like with no light pollution, it's incredible. Love it. But thank you, Legs. I appreciate it. No, dude. It was Hawaii actually was an amazing experience. Oh, I didn't finish. Okay, so our counselors, we're supposed to review our counselors. We're each given like a little sheet of paper, and we're supposed to like review our counselors and write stuff about them. And then we give it back to the counselors, and then they're supposed to put it away, and then they report it back. They read our reviews of them. The next day, they came up to us and basically said, you know, we do so much for you guys. They slept in the van the whole time and made us sleep on the beaches. And also went and like smoked weed while we were doing other stuff. Yeah. They not good people, not good hosts, counselors. Mind you, it was like they were in charge of like, it was like 14-year-olds. So we were super young. And one night, actually during that night when it was raining and we were all sandy and miserable, that was the only night they let us sleep. No, they didn't let us sleep in the van. Sorry, we went to the van, which was warm, and we all fell asleep. And then like 20 minutes later, the guy came out. He was so reluctant to do this too. The tarp ended up collapsing in on us because the rain was so heavy. And so we were soaked. We were soaked, sandy, and cold. And so we went to the van. We were like, hey, fix this. We're sleeping in here. So we get into the van and we all fall asleep. We're exhausted. He comes back 30 minutes later, like, hey, get back out there. We gotta sleep. We're sleeping in the van. You guys gotta go. And we're like, are you serious? And so we ended up going back out into the rain and sleeping in the sand. It was, anyways, needless to say, our reviews of these counselors weren't the best. It wasn't the best. They weren't the best reviews. Some choice words. They read our reviews of them, which they weren't supposed to do, and basically come out the next day and are like, hey, this is disrespectful. We do so much for you guys. And they made us rewrite the reviews. They made us rewrite our reviews of them. And we were pissed. We called home. We're like, no, get us out of here. Like, fly us out of here. Also, Alan Abyss, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, Buster. I appreciate it. It's super nice. Super nice. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, they were. Yeah, it was bad. Also, one of us. I'm looking for the night sky too. I mean, I'm looking for howling. Ooh, okay. I got you, howling. I got you, howling. You want to be in jail, Izzy? I bet you're in jail. You are. Why not? Why not? Would have yelled, hell no. We did, Mimi. Honestly, we were not happy. We were not happy. We were not happy. And back then, if it tells you anything, like I'm a very kind of, I don't like confrontation, or at least I can handle it now, but back then I was very much against it. Uh, I was mad. I mean, I was mad at them, and if I was saying stuff like that says a lot. Uh, no, it was not good, but didn't let that ruin our time. It was still an amazing experience, amazing trip. Um, who makes people do that? And kids? Yeah, no, it was yeah, no, it wasn't great. Honestly, and I'm pretty sure they were like, like fucking, uh, also in that van. So I'm pretty sure. We got some actually from that tie dye shop. We got some incense candles which we would burn, and this was so stupid. One of the girls on the trip got a jar, and she like this was my first experience with smoking anything. I smoked incense. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I think this person. I think she's. I don't. Yeah. No. Me. Yeah. Mimi. Don't. Yeah. Yeah. I smoked incense. Uh. What we did. What we did was we would light the incense, put it under the jar, fill the jar with smoke, and then inhale the smoke. Why we did? Don't do this. Don't do this. It's not a good idea. It's a stupid idea. It doesn't do anything. It's just a bad idea. It literally is just a bad idea. We were just preteens and stupid. Uh, Mutt, how the hell did you get over there? What the hell? Oh wait, actually, you guys are supposed to be over here. What am I doing? Uh, Not a good idea. It was stupid. But I, no wonder you're crazy. All right, Val. All right, Bowser. Uh, no, it was she did this, and I was like, oh wait, smoking, cool. Smoking's not cool. Uh, but I did it. I felt I thought I was cool, or whatever. I wasn't, but I'm not smoking incense. That was interesting. But we did one of my highlights of that trip outside of scuba diving was the catamaran. So we spent like a day, and I think we slept on like a catamaran. Which is basically a boat with netting, and you basically just lay on the net and just like go out. We explored the islands on it. It was amazing. It was super cool. We went into caves on it. It was so cool. It was so cool. It was so cool. Um, that's not the worst thing I've ever heard. Stupid, yes, no, but not stupid. Yeah, no, it was. I mean, there's definitely worse, but it's still dumb. Hey Adelina, how you doing? How you doing? I want to stargaze on one of them. That's what we did. That's what we did, and it was incredible. It was incredible, incredible. Loved it, loved it, loved it. But we also actually I'm gonna switch over here real quick. Um, okay, cool. Yeah, I I guess I could talk about the scuba diving. Kauai was super nice though. That island was so nice. It's so nice. Really loved it. Really loved it. It was incredible. My fur is not waterproof. Yeah, yeah. You should probably stay away from water then. Um, no, yeah. Scuba diving was crazy. That was we went. So scuba diving is a lot of schooling. You have to do a lot of like in class stuff for like 8 hours one day. We were just learning basically, which is important because you can die scuba diving if you're not careful. Uh, I'm gonna go skydiving soon. Oh, hell no, I could not do that. Uh, but our first experience, my first experience breathing underwater was in a pool, and it was surreal. It was so surreal. It was very unnatural and very cool. It was very cool. So we went from the pool to the beach where we just walked into the water and basically kind of just floated around like a little jellyfish and kind of just floated and explored like a little bit of reef and stuff like that. Next we went on a boat and went to a reef and explored that. Now on the boat, That's what things got kind of crazy. I did that when I was 10, but I started choking. Oh hell no. Heck no. Went when we jumped off the boat. The first thing I saw was probably a 4-foot long barracuda under the boat. That was kind of crazy. But on that trip, on that dive, they tell you like you basically like they tell you if you hear, oh my, I think there's a bear. What the heck? Uh, and Silvara, thank you for the rose. Basically, if you hear this loud metallic banging, you need to look around because someone's banging their tank with their knife to get your attention. Essentially, like basically, when you hear that, it's like, look at me. You need to look at me. And I looked around. All of a sudden, I hear this clanking in my ear, and I look around, and I see this guy with his hand in the shape of a fin, like flat, on top of his head, which means shark. And I'm okay with like fish sometimes. At this point, I'm kind of okay with like seeing fish and like swimming with them. I didn't like it. I had a kind of a fear of like animals under the water, and swimming with them. But I hear this metallic clank. I see this guy with his hand on his head in the shape of a fin, which basically means shark. And I look over to my right, and I see the silhouette of this 12-foot, 4-foot, 5-foot wide tiger shark twisting around, eating something. And at that very second, my fear of that gone instantly. My fear of sharks, my fear of all that gone. Hey, Sujin, what's going on? How you doing? How's it going, Buster? But my fear of fish and sea instantly gone. I was amazed. I was like I thought it was so cool because it was such a big animal. Seeing it twist like that under the water on itself, like it twisted on itself, and it was super fast. It was so cool. It was so cool. It was so cool. But yeah, it was a surreal moment. Going off of that, fast forward a couple years, I'm 17 years old. My family gets certified in open water diving, which obviously I just told you I did in Hawaii, so I already knew. They didn't, so they got certified, and we all went to the Caribbean for a week-long trip on a boat. Hold up. I've been talking nonstop for a long time. 1 second. Exposure therapy doesn't work for me. It worked for me. Let me tell you, it worked for me. Uh, and it's a good thing it did, because if you thought that was bad, the things I saw in the Caribbean, oh my god. Oh my god. It was incredible. So basically, we get to the Caribbean and we meet up with basically the people we're going on this trip with. It was probably about 10 people in total, and then our dive people, like 3 dive people, who were basically the instructors, like the diving instructors, like stuff like that. And we set out on this boat. We're living on this boat for a week straight. No exceptions. We're just floating in the Caribbean Sea. We went to Havana, legitimately living like pirates. And it was actually incredible. The nights were the best part. It was honestly, genuinely, one of the best trips I've ever been on, by far. Literally Luffy's crew. Yeah, literally. But by day we would scuba dive, and these dives were so cool. I mean, I dove and explored plane crashes, boat wrecks. We dove through coral reefs, a bunch of coral reefs, did a night dive. And a shark dive. I gotta tell you about this one. Okay, so probably halfway, 3/4 of the way through the trip, our instructors, or guides rather, basically told us, hey, they had been hinting about this the entire trip. It was the shark dive. Basically, what they did, Ekaterin. Hey Haynes, how you doing? Uh, oh yeah, good job. They had hinted heavily at this dive the entire trip. They made it clear. They made it clear that this was one of the highlights of the trip, and it basically it was called like the Sharknado dive, and I'll tell you why. So, what ended up happening is we all got our dive stuff on, and we all jumped into the water, and we slowly sank down to the bottom. And there were sharks around, not too many. But they were there. And the dive people basically took us down as well. And they had us get on our knees on the bottom of the ocean in a semicircle. And right after that, they came down with chum. And they spread the chum throughout the water and put it in the middle of our semicircle. When I tell you 100 sharks, I'm not even exaggerating. 100 sharks, like 4-foot sharks, swarmed this chum, which is like 10 feet in front of us. And I just looked up. I remember looking up, and I saw a legitimate tornado of sharks circling over my head all the way to the surface, eating this chum right in front of us. It was surreal. I mean, legitimately. Like, one swam a foot above my head. I turned around. I came face to face with one coming straight for me. At this point, I'm so desensitized to the sharks. It doesn't even like faze me. That sounds scary, but it was so amazing. It was so amazing. It was absolutely incredible. Actually amazing. It was genuinely amazing. But I got the highlight of the trip. I cannot go bald, Abby. Sorry, Buzzard. I don't know. I don't think physically I cannot, unfortunately. But dude, the nights on this trip were incredible. Cozy! Thank you for the follow, Buzzard. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. It's super nice. The nights on this trip, though, are where it really shined. So we went on a night dive here in the Caribbean, and it was you'll see. It was gorgeous. It was amazing, but it was sketchy. So the first thing they tell you on a night dive is when you're getting ready to do it, is they say, whatever you do, do not turn your flashlight on until you're at the bottom of the ocean. Do not turn your flashlight on when you're on the surface, especially next to the boat. And we found out why very quickly, especially me. So the dive is going great. I mean, seriously, like, it's terrifying in the best way possible. Izzy, what are you guys doing in the box? What the hell are you doing? Stop doing stop doing SFW stuff in that box. Stop doing SFW stuff in the jail. I know what goes on in women jails, but stop it. No, just kidding. I don't actually. Uh, I can't leave you. I just cannot leave you two alone. What the hell are you guys thinking? Anyways, anyways. Uh, oh my god, I can't get over this still. Anyways, um, the night dive is incredible. It's amazing. I'm seeing so many cool creatures on like down there. It's amazing. Genuinely super cool. We're exploring a coral reef, and eventually it's time to come back up. Running out of air. It's just time. I can't stay down there much longer, otherwise I'm gonna die. So I go up, I do my safety stop, which basically like you're basically letting all the nitrogen get out of your bloodstream, so that when you go to the surface, it doesn't expand in your blood and kill you, basically. Um, Cookie, oh, what's going on? What's going on? How's it going? How's it going? Uh, yeah, I'm just minding my own business with Mary. Yeah, sure, pal. Right. Uh, anyways, I'm doing my safety stop, and I'm finally done. I go up to the surface. No, I'm sorry. I'm doing my safety stop, and then all of a sudden, I get illuminated with a light coming from above me, and I look up, and there's this kid, probably about 15 years old. Nice kid. Doesn't listen to instructions well. I'm not sure if he got scared or what happened, but he turned on his light at the boat when he was getting on the ladder. The one thing they told us not to do. I'm about maybe 4 people away from getting on the boat. By the time it was my brother and my turn, we found out why they told us not to turn on our lights by the boat. As I'm going up, getting closer to the surface, I see all around me hundreds of jellyfish. Hundreds of jellyfish. I mean, everywhere. Everywhere. And I am getting stung to hell so bad. It got so bad that they have another rule. Only one person on the ladder at a time. My brother is going ahead of me. He's climbing up the ladder. I'm getting stung so bad that I grab onto the ladder and start coming up next to him just to get my body out of the water. Just get half my body out of the water. And they're looking down, they're like yelling like, only one person on the ladder, one person on the ladder. And so I'm like, oh, okay. And I look up at them. I'm annoyed, but I just put my hands up. I'm like, sure. I put my hands out and I fall back into the jellyfish infested water and just accept my fate. I'm just over it at that point. I fall back in. My brother gets to the top of the ladder. I get out of there. I have this terrible sting on my arm. I mean, it's wrapped all around my arm, all the way down my arm. Pretty cool scar, if I do say so myself, but it hurts so bad. Also, Cookie, whoopee! Thanks for the follow, Buster. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Wait, let's go. I appreciate it. We're having an explosive time, Arian. I see that. A lot of hearts in there. That kid, I ended up feeling bad because he knew what he did, and because he saw me in pain and he felt bad. And at that point, I was like, it's okay, it's whatever. He was young, probably scared. It's okay. But yeah, I get excited, Cookie. That was one of that experience stuck with me. It was the sting ended up going away after a couple days, so it was no big deal. But my favorite part of the trip, my favorite part of being on this boat for a week in the Caribbean, basically living like a pirate, and what made me feel like a pirate the most was the nights. So at night, you're in the middle of the Caribbean Ocean, the Gulf, whatever. And there's no light pollution, basically. so you can see everything. This was the first time I actually saw the Milky Way, and I was this honestly that was what I was looking forward to the most on this trip, was seeing the Milky Way, and it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. It was absolutely gorgeous. They had at night, by day we would scuba dive, and then come nighttime we would eat and drink. And I didn't really participate in the drinking because I was like underage and it was like whatever. Uh, One night though, I did. So on this trip, we were joined by a bunch of different people with all different backgrounds, completely different backgrounds. Uh, how did you escape? Uh, with all different like backgrounds. In particular, there was this one woman, probably about my age, honestly. She was get back in there. She was a middle school teacher, I think, or an elementary school teacher. One or the other. One or the other. And she was drunk this one night. It was one of the last nights, and she was like, "Come on, come on, do." I was in high school at the time. I think she was a high school teacher or something like that. And she was like, "Come on, do shots with us. Do shots. Do a tequila shot with us." And then I think she came to her senses a little bit. She was like, actually, I'm sorry. You don't have to if you don't want to. Like, what I'm saying, like, and she was like, well, I was like, it's fine. It's fine. I'll do one. And she was like, yes. And so shots, I'm awake. And so I do this tequila shot, and it was terrible. It was terrible. My first time ever trying tequila. It was gross. Now, obviously, Tequila Tuesday. I love tequila. Wait, sorry. Hold on. Let me not say that so enthusiastically. I like tequila now. Not so much back then. But hold on, there's an ad in progress. One second. We'll get to it in a second. But let me tell you, there was the tequila. Oh my god, it hit my like tongue, and I was like, oh, I had like a visceral reaction to it. I was like, oh my god, like how am I gonna get this down? It was it was interesting. I ended up doing it, and it was like chill. It's like chill, but it definitely hit pretty hard. Also, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. 1 second. I gotta get another drink. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. I'm back. Also, I do have good news. Okay, good. The ads are over. Perfect. I can get back. The story's getting good. Oh, Robin, just you wait. Uh, there was. Well, actually, it wasn't. I have to hold on. I have to lock in. So I really need to set the scene for you. Okay. So, oh, thank you, Cookie. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. So put yourself in my shoes. Okay. Let me close my eyes and put myself back there. You're on a boat. The boat's about 20 feet long. There are sleeping quarters in the hull of the ship, so in the front of it, to where you can hear like the sloshing around of the water when you're trying to sleep. It's very therapeutic. The night, the boat itself has lights on it that you twist around like Christmas lights almost. That you twist around like the poles connected to the boat. So it's very warm lighting and very cozy, very comfy uh lighting. It really makes you feel like you legitimately start feeling like a pirate or a sailor or something like that because you're just drifting. I mean, at this point we've been on this boat for probably about 5 days now straight. Haven't been on land since at all. We've just been floating. So we've basically embraced like the sea life. We've embraced the sea life. It's 4 a.m. for me. Don't make me sleepy. oh, oh, trust me. I have. Sorry, Buster. Sorry, Buster. This is part of it. Nighttime boat, waves, warm lights. Exactly. And this drink, they called it grog. It was like a fruit punch alcoholic drink. It was probably the best alcoholic beverage I have had in my life. And tequila shots. And at night, we would just stay up. We would stare at the stars. We would look up at the stars, and we would just drink together. Literally like a gang, like a band of pirates. And we would just float along. I mean, we went to Nassau. We went. I don't remember the names of the places, but like we could see them in the distance. It was very distant, but like you could just see like you barely make out the outline of the islands and like very faint lights. Other than that, couldn't see anything. The only thing you could see was the moon's reflection on the water as you were floating along it. And so it was surreal. It really was surreal because we were just drinking, eating, eating lionfish dip that we had previously spearfished for earlier in the day. We went spearfishing. We were exhausted from scuba diving. We caught these lionfish. They cooked the lionfish or prepared it. We were eating lionfish dip, drinking, staring at the stars while we floated on just in the middle of the ocean. It was honestly one of the best experiences of my life. Of my life. It was probably the closest I've ever come to. I didn't want to leave. I did not want to leave. I mean, I was exhausted. Some of the dives I couldn't go on because I was just so tired. I mean, scuba diving does take a lot out of you. And then he wakes up. Yeah. No, it genuinely was amazing. And we made friends with each other. We became friends. I became friends with the high school teacher who I kind of convinced myself was into me. I don't know why I thought that. I was never interested. She was cute, but I was never interested. I was like, that's kind of weird. Um, but she, yeah, it was. I don't know. It was her trying to get me to drink. Just maybe. You had to be there. You had to be there just to see it. You'd understand. Anyways, I missed something. Pause. Wait. What do you mean? What? What do you mean? No. Okay. There was this rewind. All right. All right. Okay. Wait. Okay. Um. The fuck. What do you mean she asked you to drink? Okay. Hold on. Let me rewind. I'll rewind. Um. This. Okay. So I was 17 at the time, and this middle school teacher, I think she was a middle school teacher, was on the trip. Was there with us. She was living with us for like a week. And one night she had gotten tipsy. And I was in the hull of the ship in my bed, just relaxing, trying to recover from that day of scuba diving. Because I was super tired and exhausted. But I heard from outside of the hull, like on the ship, I heard like laughing and like people were having a good time. Um, this is like when you drop the most random lore during a casual conversation. You ain't even an adult, bro. Okay, listen, I was in the Caribbean. What happens in the Caribbean Sea stays in the Caribbean Sea, okay? Uh, but that was a quick time event. um, what's up, Soul? We'll go back. Side quest. That doesn't matter. Whatever, Buster. No, I was 17. I was like a couple months away. I was a few months. Wait, July. I went in July. August. I was like 2 months away from being 18. At the time. And I hear this commotion going on upstairs. I hear laughter. I hear people like having a good time. Um, and it was dead of night at this point. So I go up there, and it's just me and probably four other people. The middle school teacher, two two captains, the captain and I guess his first mate, who I was really fond of. They're cool. And game is game. That's right. That's right. That's right. And they were all drinking, and I mean they were drunk. I mean they were at this point they were drunk for sure. Uh, Signal. Okay! Thanks for the follow, Buster. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Let's go. Thank you, Buster. I appreciate it. But yeah, they're drunk. They're drunk. They're drinking, and I get up there. I just go to hang out, and I don't drink. I don't get it anything because like I'm underage. I don't want to. If I'm going to do it, I'm gonna let them invite me to do it first. The middle school teacher ends up saying like, "Oh, Cassian," I almost lost myself. "Oh, Cassian, like come, like drink with us. Like get yourself a drink. Get yourself a drink. Join us. Get a drink." And then I was like, I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you though. I appreciate it. And they're like, and then she was like, "No, come on, do it. And then I was like, wait. And then she kind of came to her senses a little bit. And she's like, actually, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. You don't have to if you don't want to. Like it's, I shouldn't be asking you to drink. And I was like, no, it's fine. And some time passes, maybe like 5 minutes. I kind of sneak off, and I pour myself a drink. And I come back and I start drinking. And then she's like, "Oh, wait, are you drinking?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Let's go." uh and at that point it's over. I'm in. I'm full in. I'm like a minute. And so I drink with them. It's a great time. We're all laughing and telling stories and just having a good time. And then at the end of the trip, we all took tequila shots together, and that's basically that was just how we ended the trip. Uh, it was great. I really didn't at this point, a year prior to this, I I didn't really drink. I really wasn't a big drinker, obviously, at this time. And a year before this, I had a bad experience with alcohol, which really put me off of it for years. One night I wanted to try drinking, and so what I ended up doing is I went into my parents' liquor. I poured myself half a glass of gin, straight gin, and I plugged my nose. I downed the entire glass, and I promptly went into my room. Experienced the early stages of being drunk. And I was like, "Wow, this is great," and then went to sleep. I woke up. Approximately 3 hours later, puked all over my carpet next to my bed on the ground, and was sick the next day, and didn't drink again after that for a long time. Honestly, until this trip, and yeah, the alcohol took effect. Yeah, it did. Heck yeah, it did. One glass, one lightweight of pure gin. Are you kidding me? I couldn't do that now. It would kill me. And this was like I had never drank before this too. Like it was crazy. No, it was evil. It was evil. I can't drink gin to this day because of that day. I cannot drink gin to this day because of that. If I just smelling it makes me want to puke. Let me go too. Take that. No, it was yeah. Quite an experience. It is super effective. Too powerful. Too powerful. Back to this society. Whee! Welcome back, bud. No, it was quite an experience. Quite an experience. Really was. quite the experience. But that trip to the Caribbean was the closest I've ever and ever will come to being a pirate. It was quite eventful and very fun, very fun. I can't lie, I can't lie. There was this other. I guess while we're on the topic of scuba diving, I can tell you about when I got certified, my advanced certification. So for those of you that don't know, like this open water. Oh wait, so why did you think she was in love with you? Oh, I didn't think she was in love with me, but like she. Wait, can we rewind to that part? It was okay. It was like alcohol will do crazy things to your mind. Hey, silly Billy, how's it going? How's it going, Lester? Uh, it was just you convinced yourself that she was. Well, yeah. I mean, I was a teenager at the time, and she was cute. I was like, oh wow, that would be awesome. But no, so it was still it was a little delusional on my part, but it was also like not in love, but like a crush. You said, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm doing good. How are you, silly Billy? How you doing? Uh, were you super popular at that time? So I actually 11K likes. Let's go. No way. Let's go. Um, I was popular, but I didn't know it. I had no idea. And uh, cast into the risky relationship. No, 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 no. It was like a win in Paris, you know, kind of thing. But no, nothing ever happened with that. And it was just like she kind of showed me like hints older. Not actually, honestly, not really. I'm more into younger, to be honest. TBH. Uh, he's in the mills. Oh my god, holy shit! What the hell is happening? What the hell is going on? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Dummy mommy. What the hell is going on? What the hell? What the hell are you talking about? Let's go. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, anyways, um, no, I was popular, but I did not know it. I didn't realize it until after I graduated high school. Um, or like late into my senior year when people would come up to me and be like, "Hey, Cass," and I had no idea who they were, absolutely no idea who they were, uh, like no clue. But I was the type of person in high school who was just nice to everybody. I was I was like I was a nerdy jock, so I was like heavily involved in student council. I was like the president. Um, I played football and track. Um, I was at the like top of my class. It was like that kind of thing. Um, yeah, 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 exactly. So I didn't think, but like at the same, I wasn't like rude or anything. I was just nice. I was nice to everybody, but I had no idea like that everybody knew who I was. I mean, it was weird. It was crazy. Like I was honestly it was a small school, like 200 people in my class, but still, like you'd be hard pressed to find someone that didn't like know who I or the group of people I was like hanging out with. Like my group of people, there was the popular jocks, and there was the popular like student council like people. I was in the popular student council people, which again I did not know uh until after. Um, but it made me feel good. It made me feel like you know people liked me, which was it was nice. It was a good feeling. It was a good feeling. Very school life anime like it. No, like actually, my high school experience was like an anime. Oh my god, no, like it actually was. I remember this one time. A lot of people. I can't say this without sounding. How do I say this? Because it's gonna sound like I'm like bragging, but I promise I'm not. Like I know. This is subtle brag. Just, hold on, just I can I never thought this about myself, honestly. I was told that a lot of people liked me. It a lot of people were into me in high school. A lot of people were into me in high school. There was basically that's just how. Yeah, I didn't know this, but yeah, I mean there was this one really popular girl who liked me. Um, and there was this. Oh my god, this story. I was told a sophomore, my senior year, a sophomore came up to me. Oh my god, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Um, no, I genuinely was very lucky. I like my high school experience was great. I was very thankful for it. I'm sure they were. Yeah, that. I mean, who wouldn't be? Honestly, I mean, look at me. Uh, no. This is so awkward. I hate talking about this, but this is funny. This is funny. A sophomore came up to me when I was a senior. I was like walking out or something, and they're like, Cassian, you gotta hear this. You will not believe what I just overheard. And I was like, what? And they were like, I was walking behind these like three girls, and they were talking out loud. One of them was talking about their dreams, and they said they were talking about this wet dream they had about you the night before to their friends. And what he told me was, she said that I had this wet dream about Cassie the other night, and I was like, what? It actually made me uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. It genuinely did make me uncomfortable. I was like, I gotta get out of here. It was weird. It was really weird. I didn't enjoy that very much, to be honest. But I was flattered. Um, I was oblivious still. I did not think. Yeah, but anyways, it was very weird, very weird. Sorry. That was just a funny story I remembered. Um, yeah, no, it was strange actually. Uh, Flattering, but strange. Um, Save some for the rest of us. See, this is why I don't like talking about this, because like I genuinely did not like believe this at the time. Um, I was very much not what's the word? I wasn't super. Uh, I didn't believe like I was. I kind of what am I trying to say? Self confidence. Yes. I wasn't very self confident at all. I wasn't a very self confident person. I was very shy. I didn't really talk to. I did not talk to girls. Um, Often, except for my friends. Uh, but I really loved hanging out with my friends and just spending time with them. That's just all I did. Uh, it was fun. It was fun. It was great. Um, no, I did not. No, not at all. Not at all. I was like in my head. I was like, no, I didn't. Basically, yeah, self awareness. Like I wasn't really self aware. I wasn't aware of what was going on around me. What's up, B? How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, it was. I wasn't. I was definitely not full of myself. That's for sure. Um, Not at all. Not at all. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're making me EP. Oh god. I hated school. I got bullied. Thankfully, the school I went to was really new, and it was smaller. So the bullying culture really wasn't there uh too much. I mean, there was obviously like it happened um a little bit, but nothing really bad. Nothing too crazy. There was the school next to me though was not good. I mean, they they had a wall full of kids and their pictures who died. Most of them who died via car wrecks and car accidents. Um, yeah, it was bad. I mean, it was a real problem. Like seriously, like kids were dying all the time there. It was bad. It was bad. Very bad. Um, it was very sad. Very sad. Uh, not great. But I got bullied in third, fourth, and fifth grade. I thankfully never got bullied. I got bullied once in sixth grade. For being a sixth grader, for being young. I left that school. But it wasn't even that. It wasn't even bad. They literally just said like, I don't even remember what they said. It was like fresh meat or something. Uh, like, oh, look at the little sixth grader. And I walked past him. I turned around. I was like, hey. I I thought it was so lame, but I smiled. I flicked him off with both hands, and I just turned around and kept walking. It honestly, it actually worked a lot better than I thought it was going to. But by the same person and a six, I maybe they had a crush on you or something. I'm sorry to hear that, Buster. I'm sorry to hear that. But no, it was yeah, those trips were quite something. They were quite something. I will always remember. I'll always remember those trips. It was genuinely just amazing. Just amazing. It was a girl. Maybe they're jealous. Excuse me. They might have been jealous. Mm-hmm. I was called princess by someone upperclassman when I was in sixth grade. Sheesh! Lucky you. Heck yeah. I'm not gonna dive deep. I barely made it through school. I'm sorry to hear that. I was very fortunate to have a very good experience. Oh, he was a creep, Cass. Oh. Wait, I'm not gonna lie, I did not read that. I was called a princess by by an upperclassman when I was in sixth grade. Oh, yeah. No, that's actually weird as shit. I'm not gonna lie. I My bad. My fault. I didn't read it properly. I did not read it properly. I think he's arrested presently. Good. That's where he belongs. That's nasty. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. I've never been bullied. Me neither, Cito. I think, except for that one time. That's awesome. Oh, wait, no, that's not true. I was shoved. I was playing basketball, and there was this in middle school, and there was this like 6 foot tall dude, very, very heavy, had a learning disorder kind of thing. Um, and I had the ball, and he ended up shoving me into the bleachers, and I bruised half my back. Um, he ended up getting in trouble pretty bad for that. I do remember that. You get bullied every time you stream though. Yeah, but it's fine. Uh, but it was fine. I ended up making up with that guy. It was chill. It was all good. Um, not the '90s movie shove. Yeah, for real. No, that shit hurt. I'm not gonna lie. It hurt pretty bad. It hurt pretty bad. Um, there was this one. Okay, I did have a stigma though. There was this guy on the football team with me who came up to me one day and he was like, "Cass, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're a you're a pretty cool guy." And I was like, "Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that." Like, let me just say that. He was like, "Yeah, no, I thought you were like an asshole. Honestly, I thought you were just this stuck-up rich kid." I was like, "What? Like, what do you mean?" And he was like, "But you're actually pretty cool. You're actually a nice guy." I was like, "What?" And then at that moment, I was like, "What do other people think of me?" It's crazy that like the what is it? The um the rumors or like the stigma that people will develop around you. Okay, dog. See you later. I spiked a volleyball into a bully's notice square during warm-ups before. Oh, nice, Bayari. Heck yeah. A while ago, I dislocated my knee. Oh, that sounds terrible. Sorry to hear that, Pepsi. Um, that sounds rough. That sounds rough. But I, there was this. I do remember. Speaking of that, during football practice in eighth grade, I think it was, or ninth grade. I think it was eighth grade. The summer of eighth grade, so going into ninth grade. I. Oh, thank you, Robin. Good thing. Good thing. I was blocking somebody. We were doing drills. I'd wrap somebody up and I was holding them by the breastplate. And for those of you that don't know, there's a plate that goes across your chest in football. That's very hard. It's a hard plastic. And I was holding onto that. And in this particular drill, one person catches the ball and three or four people run to tackle them. Oh, Pepsi, that sounds terrible. Sorry to hear that. Oh, Sparky. Ouch. That sounds terrible. Jeez. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And good for you, Mary. But I wrapped this guy up and my hand was on his plate. However, my middle finger was kind of like under my hand. Yes, American football. And so somebody from my right came in and wrapped the guy up and tackled him. And his breastplate and the guy who we were tackling's breastplate smashed my hands between them. And when you get hit, I'm sure a lot of you know, you start like tingling. You got this tingly sensation. And I got that, but it was like, I was like, whatever. And I just like forgot about it. And I turned around to go back and get in line to go again. And then I was like, this is tingling a lot more than it usually does. That's weird. And so I looked down and I'm wearing gloves because I was a wide receiver at the time. And my right ring finger, so not at the knuckle connected to at the hand, one knuckle above that. At that knuckle, the rest of the finger on the top was sideways. And to this day, what's up, Max? To this day, I don't know how I got my glove off, but I ripped my glove off and I'm looking at it. My finger is sideways and you can see my bone sticking out. It lacerated my skin and the bone was just sticking out. And so I like walked past the people that were in line. I was like, hey guys, look at this. I put my hand out and they're like, oh my God. And so oh man, I forgot about that. You're right. And so I walked around and I went to my coach. I was like, hey coach, what do I do about this? And I showed him my hand. He looked at it for a split second, looked away, and was like, go see the nurse or go see the trainer. And so I went and I went to the trainer and yeah. Actually no. I was like, okay, sounds good. And then I stumbled. I was like, because I was going into shock. And so my best friend took me to the sidelines and I remember it was the dead of summer. It was so hot. I mean, the heat was crazy. And I see that, Mary. I'm working on it. The heat was just insane. And I was under 4 wool blankets because I was going into shock. So my body temperature was like shooting down really bad. And it's cold out here, thank you. I'm under these blankets. All the parents are surrounding me. The trainer has to be like, go away, get out of here. I ended up having to get picked up by the ambulance, but because I was like close to dying somehow. But I was the quarterback for the team at the time, everybody saw me over there, like on the ground. They're just like wondering what was happening, talking about it. And because I looked dead. I legitimately looked dead. No one went with you. Oh, my mom did and stuff like that. But I looked dead. Like legitimately, my skin was ghost white. Like the color of paper. Like paper white. And the quarterback ended up asking the coach, like, he was like, is Cassian dying? Is he okay? Is he dead? They should ask that. But I ended up being fine. I have a scar right there, and it sometimes hurts, and my knuckle is kind of swollen. But anyways, I gotta go. But before I go, Um, damn, Pepsi. Sheesh. Oh, man. Oof, that's a rough one. Uh, like that really light model. Yeah, no, legit. Like I looked like this. I mean, I looked like this. It was bad. It was bad. But anyways, like I said, I gotta go. But before I go,
I'm a femboy.
no, dude, the timing. You guys have the best timing with that redeem. Oh my god. Thank God TikTok can't hear it. But anyways, sorry, Robin. I gotta go. I gotta go. But before I do, the stuff for the cooking stream came in. The stuff for the cooking stream came in. So I haven't made a schedule yet because I'm still not sure if I'm gonna be able to do it this Saturday or not. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do the cooking stream this Saturday. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Oh wait, that's right. Hold on. Let me type this. Conejo! Whee! Thank you for following me. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yippee! Thank you, Master. Thank you, Master. I appreciate it. Don't copy that message. Don't copy. Okay, okay. Don't copy that message. Cassian raid. Oh my god. Don't copy that. Okay, and we do this. And then I want to do, we got to do this one. Nice. And we copy all this. Copy. Close that. Oh, wait. Actually, is 2.7 set up? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Okay. Hold on. Let me do this and now copy it. Got it? Okay. And then we do that. I think that'll do it. Okay, how does this one look? Let's do that again. Let's try. Okay, hold on. One. What about for non-subs? Okay, yeah, I'll make one for that here in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right, so we'll do that. We'll do that for. Okay, let me copy this. Actually, is that gonna be too much? That's probably fine. That's probably fine. What if I do this? Hold on, guys. 1 second. Sorry. Let me try one more. Oh, okay. Not that one. Not that one. Let's do. Okay, sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Can you put Anna in the box? Sure. Okay. So that's for subs. That'll be the message. Just give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Let me make. So that'll be for subs. That will be for subs. And let me do this. TikTok, I will catch you guys later. I appreciate you guys coming out. I'll go ahead and end the stream for you guys. I appreciate you guys sticking around. It was really nice to see you. Thank you for all the follows. I really do appreciate it. And all the likes. It's super duper cool. I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye. Okie doke. Okay. Nice. All right, Twitch. Just you and me. Just you and me. Let's do this. Oh, take care of that here in a minute. All right. Let me pull up. Be patient with me. 1 second. 1 second. Okay, there we go. We need that. This. There we go. All right, and we will put this one right here. Got it. All right. Sure, Izzy, go ahead if you want to. If you do 6-7, yeah, I do. So I actually set up 6-7, but I don't know if it's working. I thought I set it up. Actually, no, I didn't. I don't think I did set it up. Okay, so tell you what. Instead of that, we're just gonna do. We're gonna do this. Boom, 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 and boom. Boom. There we go. There you go, guys. Perfect. All right. Now, yeah, I'll have to set up 6-7. If for the time being, if you're not subbed, you can use that message. But if you are subbed, let me see if this will work. If I do this, okay, not that one, not that one. I mean, you can use that one if you want to, but if you are subbed, feel free to use. See if this will work. That one. There you go. Nice. So plenty of options. Plenty of options. Yeah. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys so much. Let's find someone to raid real quick. I appreciate you guys hanging out to hear me yap and stuff like that. It's very nice. It's very nice. It's very fun. I had a great time. Great time. Let me see. Who is this person? Wait, huh? Oh, that reminds me. Okay, right. Everything is set up for the cooking stream, I think. Well, no, that's not true. Still gotta check out the. Gotta figure out some issues. What was that sound? I love the part where you ruin my dreams, go to Paris. Still go. I mean, don't let that dissuade you from going. Seriously, I mean, there's still amazing, still amazing. Definitely still worth the trip. Definitely still worth the trip. Let's take a look. Let's see. Gotta make sure the person I raid is chill, and not, crazy. That would be bad. To be bad. Um, let's take a look. Ooh, nice. I kind of like the simplicity of just the Cassian raid. Um, has a lot more movement. That's the only reason why I'm more leaning that way. But I do like the I like it. You were cooking with that. Um, I can't hear them, so I can't raid them. What about you? It's hard to plan these things out because you never know if someone's gonna be like, you don't know who's live until after you stream. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. So I'm welcome. You're all just in one corner. I am open to suggestions if you guys have any. Of course. Let's see. Check out a partner push. Oh, that's good. That's cool. That's good. You know what? Let's raid this person. They look cool. Uh, sorry. Did you raid at random? The black hole has arrived. Cassian raid. Ooh, that was pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Tell you what, this person's doing a partner push. They're doing a partner push. Why don't we help? Why don't we help? Yeah, maybe nay. Uh, next time, yes, next time. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. You guys are the best. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. And I love hanging out with you guys. You guys are super fun. I will see you Thursday. I'm gonna try to figure out the cooking stream. Maybe we can do it this Saturday. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Suspense. So yeah, guys. I'll catch you guys later.